Cool. So I guess it would be easier, like the best thing to do is have you get on the file select screen so that way we can stand under the thing and press the go and count down and, you know, whatever.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so game audio is not coming through now. That's I
That's
have
so
to set up a new
weird.
audio channel or something.
That might be the way to do it.
I also got to reset because I was playing a little bit, making sure it doesn't crash and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, this is why you have to pay attention. I almost posted in someone's general chat instead of their promotion channel.
Oops.
Would have sucked.
I was going to move my chat to the other side. Okay, so how to add audio source? Audio input or audio... Input or output capture? I guess it would be output.
Output, yeah. Input is like your mic and stuff.
And this should be set to my headphones. Be what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, I'm not hearing anything, but I see it coming through, so I assume it's good.
I hope. Where was I? Oh, okay. There we are. Thank you, Saribot, for turning off emote only. Appreciate ya.
So should I be sitting on, like, start?
I'm on the file select screen. Mario's sleeping.
Yeah, I'm on file select. I got start on the save file selected.
Okay.
Ready to start new.
I will have that in a second. I'm just sleeping under the file. So let me do that real quick. And then I'm just going to tweet, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, we should be set. The start thing is flashing.
Alright.
I'm on file B. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious what you're on.
Yeah, I'm on A.
But you're blue coin. That literally starts with a B.
But I like save file A.
It's fair. Hi, Robin. How you doing?
Oh yeah, I wanted to pull up your chat so I could see what people are saying there. So people can't say something behind my back.
Snooping. Robin, can you hear Blue okay? I hope you can. Okay, good. Damn, Mario, you sleepy. Oh, sleepy pasta, man.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Okay, I am ready when you are. So I guess I'll count down, and on go, we'll hit the A button for start.
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
The start of this is very exciting because it's going to be 20 minutes of cutscenes. 20 minutes of not actually being able to speed things up.
Yeah, no. Just sit there and watch them react about the icky paint-like goop.
It's moving!
There's a couple ROM hacks that allow you to skip the cutscenes. Those are nice.
Maybe we should have done that. Just like one mod for the game, just to be able to skip cutscenes. So I already have a story about this game because I remember something particular about the airport. So
yeah.
I grew up with this game. It was my first 3D Mario, and I was super into it. And there was, I don't really remember the particular of it. We were at like a rec center or something, like a community center, and we were doing a thing where we were told to like make up a play, and like
Mhm.
I think we had to make
Oh,
masks for it,
yeah.
and then do a
Not to
play.
interrupt. I just have control real quick. I just wanted to let you know that the cutscene's over. I don't know if you
Okay,
are.
yeah, I'm done too.
Okay, cool.
And I'm already forgetting. I forgot what to do at the start of this game. Jeez, gotta run over and get flood. And so what I decided I would do for my play was I would do Super Mario Sunshine. So I basically did the opening to the game.
Oh my gosh.
So I did like
Oh.
the airport, and I fought the polluted piranha plant.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't remember how it went though, but you know,
I'm sure it would have been interesting
a
without
play,
any VFX.
yeah, a play made by a kid with like paper plate masks probably wasn't all that great. I also remember my like several attempts to try to make like a Lego Mario with like a Lego flood pack. I don't think I've ever made anything particularly satisfying, just because the bricks back then just really couldn't support it. Because like the only piece you had, or the only piece I had that it could let you put stuff on your back was like you would build out from the back, not like up and down it.
I'm also like, I'm laughing because I'm laughing at Flood's tutorial because I saw the 3D All Stars thing where they just clumsily chopped out the R button thing. So it's like press the button.
To refill your water tank, press the button.
Do you want to hear my explanation? No. Didn't want to hear it the first time. Thank you, Flood.
Yeah, you should have asked if we wanted to hear it in the first place.
Do you know how to play this game? Yeah.
It'd just be like the Mario RPGs. Jeez.
What, you already know how to do timed hits? You better watch out. He knows about timed hits.
Oop, face backwards.
So how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing alright.
Nice Saturday. Weather's finally cool. It's not a blind playthrough night, Bob. Jeez.
I assume
I
you got
really
someone who can tweak that?
I can do it. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, you're probably still sitting in cutscene right now, huh?
I just saved after getting the first shine.
Yeah, I just now grabbed the first shine, so I'm a little bit behind.
All right.
Just continue.
This is the beginning. It'll change quick. I haven't played this game in what feels like forever, but I can't actually remember the last time I played it.
I remember the last time you played it more than the last time I played it. That's for sure. And I don't know any like speedrun tricks or anything.
I mean, I don't know many speedrun tricks. I can do like one skip. And it's the gelato. Not gelato. I can't do gelato. It's the
Pianta Village.
No, the casino skip. Casino skip. I can do early Panda Village, but I don't consider that a skip because you still have to go back and do it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the casino skip if I can remember how. Because I know Polto showed that off, and then you showed off the easier way to do it.
Yeah, there is. I tried doing it Polter's way and I couldn't. So I don't remember if I watched a video or just kind of made up my own thing. I assume I watched a video. It's funny because my first ever like knowledge of you was when you were during that LP when you were counting the spin jumps.
Yeah, that was just like shortly after I had joined Polter's Discord. So I pretty quickly made made a name for myself apparently.
Yeah. You might order the defendant to clean this entire island. Oh God, more
Objection.
I thought we finished Ace Attorney last night. We didn't finish Ace Attorney. I don't know why I said that.
Finished playing for the week.
Yeah. That fourth case, that went on for so long. Well, I mean, it's my fault for doing it in one stream, but I wouldn't have wanted to split that. Next week, though, case length be damned. I'm splitting the damn thing. Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. Nightbot with your stupid ass. This is a blind playthrough. Love to see it. It is most pitiable.
There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most
God, the beginning of this game is actually so boring.
Yeah. It's really just because you can't skip the cutscenes.
Can't skip the cutscenes. You gotta fight the same boss 5 times.
Yeah, that was also a pretty big misstep.
Mhm.
To be fair to the game,
Mhm.
like honestly, like how did they think that was okay to like the exact same boss, no modifications,
Well, some modifications. It closes its mouth.
barely any.
And then it takes 6 hits instead of 3, so like, ugh.
Like
What's the point?
that's a very not Nintendo way to make a game open.
Hmm. This was the GameCube was definitely them experimenting with all this stuff.
Like people can say what they want about like Glooper Blooper and PD Piranha reappearing, but like
Mhm.
the polluted Piranha Plant, that's like Nintendo. What were you thinking?
Yeah, God. I don't even know what the official name is. First it was Polluted Piranha, then it was Proto Piranha. I don't understand anymore.
I'd rather just go with polluted Piranha Plant. It makes the most sense. I think I told you about the guide I had that apparently called the paint dried roadblock.
Right, Roadblock?
Yeah, I might have been like misinterpreting that, like misremembering what was being called dried roadblock, but I'm pretty sure it said the paint is called dried roadblock.
That's weird. That's so strange. What does that even mean?
I don't know. I always assumed it was like, you know, it's goopy because it hasn't dried yet, so when it dries, it'll become a roadblock.
Mm-hmm.
Like cement or something. Like you make a cement block. Like those highway dividers.
That could be. I don't know. That's. But it's not dry
Well, not yet.
in that state. I don't know. Can it dry? I guess
Maybe.
it is paint.
Yeah, it's paint. Paint dries.
Mm-hmm. Mario.
It's funny, you read that when Peach was saying a different Mario, when she was questioning Shadow Mario. I was like, is that Mario?
Oh, you're there, huh? You just opened up the statue?
Yeah,
Mm,
so I'm a little behind.
I'm in Pinata Village.
You know, somehow I had figured you would go there pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're actually there, then I'm actually a little bit more behind than I was expecting to be, because I thought you were at least going to take like a few tries to get up there.
Oh, I had a couple tries.
I figured it would be enough tries for maybe me to at least be able to get into Yunko Hills. At least
It's an absolute crapshoot how long it takes me to get in there.
At least now I know how to do the shotgun blast. And I'm out of water. Cool. I'm out of water chasing Shadow Mario.
Oof.
I shotgun too much, apparently.
Yeah, the shotgun takes off like a certain amount of your water every time.
And
It's actually like a significant amount of water.
And Dolphin wasn't registering the analog capability of my controller's triggers, so I had to actually map it a little bit differently from like standard GameCube layout.
Did you have to do do you have like a controller that has two sets of like set of triggers and bumpers? So like where you could map like the analog function to like ZL and ZR or whatever. Like a Pro controller, how it has two sets of buttons.
I'm using a PS4 controller.
Gotcha.
So like it's got the ability to have analog triggers. It's just not registering.
Yeah.
Just like I'm not remembering how to do this.
Mm-hmm. See, I have one of those what are they called? Wii U USB GCN adapters.
So you're using an actual GameCube controller?
Yeah. And so Dolphin actually did add when that was released. Dolphin actually did add compatibility for it.
Is that something separate you got to download, or is that native?
No, it's native now.
Okay, because
you might have to download the drivers because I have a third party one.
Oh, okay. So I tried that before, and I just hooked up my like actual GameCube controller. It's like it's not being recognized. Like, oh, okay, I give up. What to say about Bianco Hills?
Bianco means what, like white in Italian?
I don't know Italian.
Mm. I know all the levels, I think, except for like Gnocchi and Bianca. Like they actually, the first word is like, it means something in Italian. We're going, it's any percent we're doing. I guess I never discussed that.
Yeah, any percent.
Okay.
I can't do 100%. I've never 100%ed this.
Yeah, I 100%ed it once without a guide, 4 years ago. It was hard.
Yeah, I can't get past the like. Actually, I can't remember which ones I know I've outright never done.
Have you ever gotten all the blue coins? I know your name, but like.
No.
Yeah,
No,
they're real tough.
I failed to live up to my namesake.
I mean, I haven't actually beaten Twilight Princess 432 times. Sorry for anybody who thought that was the case.
I just remembered that one like technical skip I know how to do is to skip right to PD Piranha. Skip the first shine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't technically need the first shine. When I was getting stuff ready for the charity, I'm the one who prepared the file for Ace Fangirl to use them for her Sunshine block. So
Yeah, I remember.
She got on my she jokingly like made fun of me for not getting like wow, you could even get the first star. Her first shine.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you stream getting those, getting the shines, but I didn't see her play it.
That was a while ago at this point.
It's crazy to think it was a while ago.
I know.
It's like
That was before Christmas last year. And now, you know, stuff's coming up again.
Like, I saw a post, I guess it was a while ago from now, but like a little bit ago on the ARMS subreddit that said like, oh, Lollipop's been out for 4 years, and I commented on that like, wow, I've been a Clown Girl enthusiast for 4 years?
Oh, Lollipop was your awakening.
Yeah. Because there was like, you know, the character was revealed and there was like a discussion about it, and I saw someone comment that they had dated a clown before. And then I saw that comment and I'm like, that would actually be pretty great. You know, just a funny girl who likes to just make you smile all the time. That sounds great.
Gayru was my awakening to clown.
Clown girls were my awakening to Gayru.
Yeah, I remember you titled all your streams with I'm playing this one because it has a clown in it or something.
Yeah.
That was a fun series.
I'm glad you think so.
Watching the VODs for that was a blast. Because I couldn't always make it. I felt bad.
It's too bad there aren't any more Ace Attorney games for me to play blind, aside from Great Ace Attorney.
I mean, maybe Layton? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I've never played a Layton game before, though.
I haven't either.
Like, I remember, I think it was Proton John was streaming one of the games, and like trying to, you know, he would give us time to try to figure it out ourselves before he would solve it, and I'm sitting there like, this doesn't make any sense. How are you supposed to come to that answer? So I don't think I would do well at Layton.
I don't know, I can be pretty obtuse with puzzles, honestly. I don't know how I would do with Layton either. But hey, you know, I always thought I would be pretty bad at Ace Attorney, playing Ace Attorney live, and I've been having fun with it, so maybe that's all that matters.
This is funny, going into Ace Attorney, I thought like, oh man, I'm gonna be so good at this. Like, Danganronpa feels kind of easy like some of the time. You know, when they don't expect you to pay attention to the stuff that happens before the crime.
Yeah, because I'm not paying attention because the crime hasn't started yet. How am I supposed to know that this is part of the crime?
Yeah, why would I pay attention to Mikan falling over? I don't want to. I'm not pervy like Teru Teru.
God, Danganronpa is such a trip. Are you getting the Decadence collection?
No, I've already played them.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if you were going for the new side game or whatever that's a standalone thing now.
Yeah, no, right. Like that's something that I'd be mostly just interested in for the additional dialogue, and that's something I could just read on the wiki eventually. Like it's the same mentality I had about the Doki Doki Literature Club expansion. It's like, yeah, if I want to know more about the characters, I'll just read the wiki pages.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm probably not gonna get it either. Hard to believe that series is 10 years old, though, considering most people discovered it like 5 years ago.
I don't actually know how long I've known it for. 5 years sounds about right. I assume 5 years was like its boom.
Well, the reason I know is because 5 years ago Tim streamed it.
Ah. So I watched Pro Jared play that. So it's like, when did Pro Jared start uploading that?
And then I think there was a fan translation until the official localization actually came out around 2015, 2016.
I didn't realize it had to be localized.
Yeah, no, it had a fan translation for a while.
It's crazy. So I'm currently heading towards the hillside secret.
Nice.
I know there's
on my way to Bianco.
I know there's a faster way to get up here, and I couldn't do it when I was playing around making sure this won't crash on me. Because I was actually a little scared. It's like, is Dolphin stable enough for me? Because I was trying to play Metroid Prime 2, and it was crashing on me.
The Prime games are intensive.
Oh.
Not exactly the best benchmark, I think, for your system. I'm not sure what a good benchmark on Dolphin is, actually. Because I feel like I can run any game that's not like Metroid Prime or Paper Mario 1000 Year Door.
Yeah, you would think I could play like newer games at pretty high graphics settings, so you would think old games would be no problem.
I think maybe some of the games just aren't well optimized.
Yeah, that's probably it.
My theory, anyway. Like, I have no understanding of why Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door runs worse than Metroid Prime, except for optimization of the files and assets in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you would think, like, you know, Paper Mario's graphical style, they probably didn't need to optimize it that much.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Or, sorry, my train of thought there was a little scrambled. Because of the style it is, that they wouldn't have thought to optimize it to all that much.
Yeah, but like I think something about when the paper actually the weird papery effects that the game actually does.
The GameCube's equivalent of Mode 7.
Oh man, Mode 7, man.
Wait, why am I doing this? I could be in Bianco Hills right now. Instead of finding the polluted piranha plant again. Which is probably why they make you fight this guy like 5 times, because you don't have to. Like, I could be in Bianco Hills right now. I don't have to be fighting this guy for the 3rd time.
Alright, Peter James Piranha.
Bitten by a radioactive fish. He became Fishman.
Piranha Man.
For some reason, that makes my mind jump to the Robot Chicken parody of Spider-Man, where he's Kid Fedison, bitten by radioactive deer.
Oh my god. I forgot about that.
Focusing too hard on these swooping stews. I gotta spray them out, man. Fight the boss how you're supposed to. Cool, and now I can turn myself in for a shine.
Now, hell yeah. Alright, drink up, Petey. There you go.
And then I just subconsciously jumped in, and now I'm doing Glooper Booper.
It took me a very long time to realize why Petey Piranha, why Swoop and Stews spawn in the Petey Piranha fight, even when there's no goop. And it's because they're your source of water.
Yeah. It's one of those little things I probably would have never thought about if I were the one making the game.
Yeah, no, I would have absolutely left that out and had the player would have been screwed because I forgot to put no water source here.
I have no idea where I'm going, so I should turn around, The shorter way. It's probably the shorter way. I fell. I can't spin jump to save my life.
Makes me wonder, actually, how much I don't really know much about the business of playtesting, but it makes me wonder how much of intentionally losing is part of playtesting.
I hear it like a lot. Like from what I recall hearing from like Reddit and stuff, it's like that's basically your job is to just jump in a corner 80 times or like 800, or, you know, an absurd amount, just to make sure a glitch doesn't happen again.
And some of the stuff is so obscure, like I don't think you would ever think to test it. Like gelato skip, like there's no way anybody would have thought to test that. And for a game like this, there aren't really a lot of skips you can do that just let you skip entire missions. So I don't know.
Hey, you gotta spray Blooper Blooper's face before you pull the cork, right?
Yeah.
And now he's slapping me.
Face. What?
And now he's slapping me. I'm trying to do this the fast way, and ultimately I'm failing because I don't actually know how to do it.
Oh, I can tell you. It's fine.
It's like you gotta step on the first tentacles before you can pull the cork.
Actually, there's an easier way than that. If you just spray his face, and then immediately, and then like, when he slams his tentacles forward, just dodge them by going forward. Dodge them by going forward. You can grab his nose, and he won't hit you.
Oh, I assume I gotta be back first, and then close in.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! Did you reach me there?
Yeah, he can reach pretty far though.
Nope, he got me. I'll just do it the safe way. I'm dying. I gotta collect some gold me's.
How is your Luigi's Mansion 3 LP going, by the way? You recorded far on that, or?
Oh yeah, I finished recording that.
Oh, nice. I've never actually played the game. Good?
Yeah, I think it's real good. I know some people have an issue with like how replayable it is, because like it's long.
I mean, both of the Luigi's Mansion games after the first one are pretty long.
Yeah. It's like, Twilight Princess is considerably long, but I still replay that. Because I enjoy playing it. Replay Skyward Sword, I don't care.
I think Luigi's Mansion, the first one, is just kind of like a, hey, let's play this in like a day kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, and for some people that I know that's the appeal, but like, I don't know, I think Luigi's Mansion 3 is just more intrinsically fun.
I think for a variety streamer, it is pretty fun to have a game that you can just play in a stream and finish.
Yeah.
That's why the GameCube game library appeals to me so much, because I know I can do them in a short amount of time. Right, let's get these red coins.
So I think those are the shines I've never really gotten, was like going back to the secret levels to get their red coin shines. I remember one time, I think it was after the first time I watched Sugar Conway's Let's Play, I'm like, hey, maybe Super Mario Sunshine isn't as hard as I remember it being. And then I go to like, hey, let me go try to get some red coins. And then I just immediately die, and I'm like, I don't want to try and keep doing this. I think it was I ran out of time, and it's like, you know, I don't feel like it's just like, you gotta know your route. I don't want to learn a route.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes. Those red coin missions can be super tough if you don't know where they are.
And speaking of red coins, I'm going to red coins of Windmill Village.
Nice, that's where I am. That's where I am.
Oh, maybe I'll see you there.
Me, but I can't see it. What's he doing? He's just standing there, menacingly. Get out of there, SpongeBob. Sorry.
It's okay.
I really like making SpongeBob references.
I think everyone does. Like, that's just the thing.
Yeah, it is.
SpongeBob is just such a good show. Like, everyone likes it.
Well, there are people.
Those people are wrong.
Dang it, so I didn't have to. Patrick, I think I'm the maniac. Hi, Faker Star. How you doing? God, there's a great video on YouTube called like Super SpongeBob Galaxy. It's absolutely hilarious. It's just a compilation of clips of the SpongeBob gang in Mario Galaxy, and it's so funny. Hey Dinah, what's going on? Glad to hear you're good, Faker Star.
She started spinning those flowers for no reason.
Zeno,
Apparently, I have a hard time remembering that I'm racing.
how you doing, buddy? Man, Petey Piranha, like, geez, you had some Taco Bell or something? Like, this is insane.
Ever tell you about the time I ate 6 Taco Bell tacos in one sitting?
How did that go?
It went well, actually. Like, I know the joke is always like, oh yeah, you eat Taco Bell, you have diarrhea later. It's like, I've never
Weapon
had
of
that
foul
experience.
destruction.
I've never had that experience.
I really haven't either, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh,
Not a bit. Hey, Mario, if you could stop being an asshole, that'd be really great, actually. Mario.
These windmills are kicking my butt. Or the sails that you spin so the platform moves, kicking my butt.
I'm doing well, Zeno. Thanks for asking. Same to you. Well, I hope all is welcome to you as well. That's the words.
Yeah, because same to you sounds a little aggressive. Same to you, pal.
I mean, it kind of sound very nice. Alright, Petey, I can fly too.
He can fly real high with his jetpack.
And this time, he's in the mood.
I never grew up with Donkey Kong 64, or even like knowing of its existence. So I thought that song was from Smash Bros. So I really only know the Smash Bros version.
Where, like, you can't understand half of the verses.
Yeah, like you can't understand the Diddy Kong parts.
Mm-hmm. I think Tiny as well. One of them sounds like a zipper, and the other one is just really fast.
The only one I know for sure I never understood was Diddy Kong's, because it sounds like it's coming through a drive-through speaker.
Oh, rip that guy, I guess. He's trapped in the goop.
But I love what they do for, like, Lankies. It's like, how's it go again? It's like, I don't even remember the words to
I don't
Lankies.
remember. He has no style.
He has no
grace.
style. He has no grace. This Kong
Kong
has a funny face. He can handstand when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Ooh! I always remember that part. Just the weird ooh they added at the end of it. It's like he's stretching his arms towards you. All wiggly.
He can stretch his arms out just for you. Dun, 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 dun. Soldier boy up in. I'm sorry.
And for some reason, when I try to remember Tiny's lyrics, I go into Chunky. Like, she could float through the air and climb up trees. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. Wait, that's not right. It'd be crazy, though. Man, I really want them to do another 64-style Donkey Kong. With, like, multiple playable Kongs.
I would like fewer collect.
See, when I went for 100%, a humble brag, I guess, but which item am I doing? I don't remember. Peter Piranha Strikes Back, right? Yeah, I didn't think the collectibles were that bad.
Maybe I would have a different experience if I went and played it now.
Because, like, the only one I really had much of a problem with were collectibles you don't really need, like the coins. Appropriately enough, I guess. I didn't have a problem, or I guess I did have problems with the coins, so maybe that's ironic.
Dinah, that is a good question. I do not know the answer, and I'm very curious about it now. Would you get anything listenable from mixing the 64 vocals with the GameCube instrumental? It'd be very interesting to find that out. What shrine is this? Is this Dirty Lake? Oh god.
I once heard a remix that it combined what's, this, what's that one Evanescence song called again? Bring Me to Life. Yeah, with the DK rap.
Oh god. I saw one of my favorites, Mortal Kombat. It's the Mortal Kombat, like I think fight theme over with the DK rap over it. Absolutely phenomenal.
I don't know the Mortal Kombat theme, so I
It's the one
don't.
that goes like dun 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 dun. That one.
Yeah, not that big in into Mortal Kombat, so I don't really know.
I never really played a lot of Mortal Kombat myself. I played some Street Fighter.
Oh yeah,
The
Street
newer
Fighter
ones.
gun.
Mhm.
It's like I think that was like the first game I tried when I started getting into emulation. To start trying out a bunch of Street Fighters. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, aren't there like there's 5 numbered ones, but aren't there like more?
Oh yeah, a lot more. There's like 6 versions of Street Fighter 2.
Yeah,
And
I know
half of
about
them, and I know that because they released that Street Fighter Anniversary Collection that had 12 games on it, and half of them were Street Fighter 2. I think that's hilarious. And it's like, oh, I know.
Street Fighter 2 was super well received, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like the fighting game, if not the like first one to cement that like 1v1 style. And I know like fighting game people are very particular about their intricacies, but like that's just ridiculous to me that they have 6 versions of Street Fighter 2 on their Anniversary Collection. Like I would think an Anniversary Collection for Street Fighter would have 2, 3, 4, and 5, and like maybe 1 as like a bonus thing, because you only get Street Fighter 1. That's not the same game. And like whatever, like Street Fighter Alpha or whatever. It's really it's Street Fighter Alpha where you lose me in the naming scheme, because it's like, you know, you got all the like Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. It's like, yeah, those are whatever. But then you're like Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3. It's like, I have no idea where we are anymore. I should get my water.
This stupid glass cube is so stressful. Especially
Black,
when Mario just decides to walk to the right for no reason.
what glass cube?
In Secret of the Dirty Lake, the one that goes up and you have to ride up.
Oh yeah, that one. I was actually testing out to see, because I remember Poulter mentioning that the angles for climbing are actually pretty forgiving. I was trying to remember what it was.
They
So
are super forgiving, yeah.
yeah, I went into Secret of the Tower, Rico Harbor, or Secret of the Lighthouse, whatever it's called, and I stood on one of those the rotating square or rectangle blocks, and I just stood there for as long as I felt comfortable, and like when I felt, you know, I would walk over when I felt like it was the right time, and it was basically like straight up was when you would start to slip off and die. So like it's like extremely forgiving.
You know, the only time where the game is not forgiving with like slopes and stuff is that in the Secret of Rico Tower, those spinning gear things, those are unforgiving.
That was actually when I meant to go into that level to test with, and then I remember like, oh right, the square blocks, the rectangles, well, you know, that shape. Okay, stop with the tornadoes.
And I was looking at a hack of this game that gives you the long jump, and that would be interesting to try it.
That does sound interesting.
It also makes the map's open world. Like if you swim towards like Serena Beach, you'll end up in Serena Beach, like that kind of thing.
See, that's the real reason we need a Sunshine sequel. Is not just because people want Flood to come back and all the unique mechanics to come back, but come back on top. Well, you know, I do. Like
I do as well.
Because
Anyway.
you know, it would add a new mechanic, like they could do new nozzles and stuff. But they wouldn't just be bringing back Sunshine mechanics; they would be bringing them back on top of new Mario mechanics, like Well, I guess they weren't new at the time that Sunshine came out, but like on top of mainstay mechanics that were creatively discarded, let's say, in Sunshine. Or discarded for a creative reason.
That counted as a hit? No way. Sorry, I'm fighting Proto Piranha, and I managed to get him with a sprinkler. No, it didn't count. Okay. It looked like it played the sound as if it counted, but when he was coming back up, one of the black ones that takes 6 hits, when it came back up, I sprayed him and it made the sound like I had hit him.
What made the sound? That should have counted.
I know.
Don't lie, game.
Alright, Rico Harbor. Heyo, my name's Rico.
Like the name of the protagonist from Just Cause. I don't know why that makes me laugh.
See, no, I didn't kill him. He was alive. He... I love this song. Rico Harbor is one of the best songs in the game.
I'm not sure what my personal favorite is, aside from the boss music. I know for sure I love the boss music. And the remix of that they had in, I think it was one of the Mario and Sonic games. So good.
Yeah, because they had the Sega Sound team do all the Mario and Sonic remixes, didn't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they did, and they were so good.
I know basically nothing about the Mario and Sonic games. Never been a party games person.
I mean, I'm a Mario Party person.
I'm not even a Mario Party person.
I very much like Mario Party.
Like growing up, we had like one of the ones on Wii, and that was it.
Oh, the Wii ones weren't very fun, in my opinion.
Well, thankfully, I managed to avoid the era of the carts.
Oh, so you had 8 then?
Yeah, I think so. I just know it's
it is fine, but it bothers me that it's like clearly a GameCube game that they just ported to Wii at the last minute.
I know it's the one with the board where you go around investing coins into hotels to own the hotel.
That's 8. Yep, Koopa's Tycoon Town. That's 8.
Yeah, we got that one, and we got the Wii U one.
Oh, 10?
I think so. The one where you get to play as Bowser.
I'm sorry.
I like that one, actually. I like playing as Bowser. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wasn't a huge fan. I haven't met a lot of people that are huge fans of Mario Party 10. I'm excited for Superstars, though.
Is that one just, like, they're bringing the boards back exactly as they were?
Probably not exactly as they were, but old boards with a collection of good mini-games.
Because I know it's, like, it's not a new game, but I remember...
online play.
I remember seeing seeing the trailer again and thinking like, wait, are these the boards with their like exact layouts, or are they maybe like the same theme but with new twists?
No, they're bringing the boards back. People have wanted that for a while.
I guess that's fair. I mean, yeah, online, so it's worth it if you're into Mario Party.
Oh, what? You didn't like the roguelike board, the roguelite board, Paper Star? I did like the Tycoon Town board actually, so I'm willing to agree with you.
I fell in the water, the murky water in Bianco Hills.
Oh no, that sucks.
I can't get onto the lily pad.
It hurts.
Get in. Oh, almost died. 1 hit point left. Roguelike board was the mansion?
The King Boo's Haunted Hideaway.
Yeah, I remember that board too. Oh! I switched to hover nozzle too soon and I hovered off the lily pad while it was moving. Fell right into the water, died. But I remember when we were playing that, we discovered that you can shake the Wii remote to make the cheers happen. And for a while we didn't know what that was. It's like, what is that noise?
The taunts, yeah.
It's, oh, they're going boo.
Well. Yeah. Mario says. Yeah, so Dinah, the roguelike board was King Boo's Haunted Hideaway, and like the whole gimmick of the board was that Everybody's at start, and the layout's completely random. You just have to make turns, get lucky, and get to the star. And then when someone gets a star, everybody goes back to start, and it happens again.
Man, like, roguelike is like the one genre I most want Nintendo to make a new IP in. Like their own roguelike.
That would be really cool. I'm curious what that would be. Like what mechanics would make it uniquely Nintendo, but there's so many options for that, I don't even know where to begin.
I definitely want to know how they would handle, like, writing the loop into the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there are some games that it's just like, yeah, you loop when you die, there's no story. But then other games are like, no, this place you're in will not let you die. You are stuck here until you win. I think that's really interesting. I did the same thing. I switched off a hover nozzle. Or switched to hover nozzle.
No. What, Xeno? What's that about? What's that WTF about?
For that, you know, that. I don't need to say it.
This shine is easy when you do it my way.
Okay, I made it. And I'm not grabbing the hover nozzle. I know that trap. Wait a minute, that's not a trap. I lose flood anyway.
Mm-hmm. See, Xeno, I'm like Frank Sinatra. I did it my way, and you know what? It worked out. Angie, well, would you try it then?
I just remembered another small story I have. So I remember, I used to do soccer, and I distinctly remember one time where I was goalie, and I was just, you know, when you're goalie, you kind of just stand there waiting for the other guys to come around. And while I was there, I was humming to myself it's the Mario main theme, but I knew it as the secret level music from Sunshine. Right, triangle jump, that's how you get on that.
God, the triangle jump. What a strange phenomenon. The place Flood tells you about that is like under an archway, and I didn't really understand what he was trying to tell me.
I remember Shadow the Hedgehog has a particularly interesting triangle jump, because you can jump between walls. That's what they consider their triangle jump. And he would do it with like his rocket boots, so it'd be like zip, zip, zip. It's like, oh, that's satisfying.
Oh God, what happened there?
You know what happened.
I don't know what happened. No, I haven't played Shadow the Hedgehog since like it came out.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a long time either. I've been meaning to get back to it. I should record that. That'd be cool.
It'd be fun,
especially because I'm someone who grew up with it and liked it. It's like, yeah, this is a good game. This is fun. I like this. Having no idea.
You play it and you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem like I remember it, because that's happened to me a couple times.
I mean, you know, considering I know to curb my expectations for 3D Sonic games, I'm not expecting a whole lot out of Shadow the Hedgehog.
After that one death I had in, I think it was Rail Canyon, the other night when I was playing Sonic Heroes, like, oof, what a time that game presents to me. I remember during that stream, like, man, 3D Sonic games are really janky sometimes. You'll just be minding your own business, and then you'll be like, you are dead now. The Shadow gets a gun, right? That's like a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that was even, like, one of the main diversions of, or, one of the main points where it strays from Sonic. I just knew, like, yeah.
Sonic got guns, regular?
I mean, Sonic was in Shadow the Hedgehog, and he fought with me, and I got guns. I assume Sonic got guns. It's like, yeah, this is normal. They do it.
It's so funny if Sonic, it's like Sonic Adventure 2, where Sonic has a gun. Sonic gets a gun in Smash. I wish. Maybe then I would play as him.
Well, he does. If you pick up the ray gun item.
I guess, yeah. God, I don't even play with the items on it. Occasionally I try it out, but mostly just Master Balls.
Yeah, I definitely like to turn off items that don't really feel fair. At the moment,
All has to be turned off for me.
I don't remember what items I consider not fair. I know for like the newest Smash games, I would always turn off the Gust Bellows because that's a really stupid item.
It's funny, but it's so stupid.
Like, yeah, you're covering, and then someone there's a gust of wind that blows you away from the platform. It's like, well, great. So much for trying to recover. I might as well have not even bothered.
Yeah, I wish they brought back the fan. The fan was so comical.
I didn't even realize they cut the fan out.
The crying shame is what it is.
Well, you always got the lipstick. That's apparently a really good item.
Yeah,
Stephen Amell proved. Where'd Shadow go?
Yeah, they got rid of the fan in Ultimate. And I think actually Smash 4 got rid of it as well.
Yeah, I don't remember the fan being in 4, so it's probably not.
Your Chatot evolved how? How did your Chatot evolve, Paper Stone? What star is this? Oh, this is Gooper Blooper Returns. Okay. What shine is this?
Gotta get that calamari.
Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. I want calamari, actually. Calamari sounds so good.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I love it. It's like it's crispy, but it's also chewy, and it's just
oh right,
the ideal.
So it's fried.
Yeah, it's fried calamari.
Okay, I was
you can have it sautéed, but like.
Well, I was thinking like raw, and I remember hearing pretty recently. It's like, isn't it when you eat raw, whatever you call squid or octopus, that like when you're eating the tentacle, it writhes as it goes down your throat?
That is a specific kind of food that I have never tried,
and I never will.
The potential to kill me.
Yeah, like I guess I can't say I don't do well with things that get stuck in my throat, and also that sounds like just a stupid statement. It's like, yeah, everyone does not do well with things that get stuck in their throat. It's called choking.
Oh, Danny, you like calamari rings? They're fantastic, yeah. You prefer takoyaki? Takoyaki's good. I don't know how to describe takoyaki, though. It was it like octopus ball? Like... It's cool.
I'm out of water again because I'm shotgun blasting the polluted prime plant, blocking Gelato Beach.
You gotta be careful. I end up running out of water so often in this game. I had to teach myself how to ration water. Alright, place your bets now. How many tries is red coins on the water?
Oh, is that the one, the blooper surfing?
Yeah.
I remember trying to do that one as a kid and getting so angry I got up and hit my GameCube with the GameCube controller. Like, from the, like holding one handle and hitting it with the tip of the other handle. There's still marks on my GameCube from that. And that's why I can't have nice things.
Yeah.
It's funny, I was actually talking with someone earlier on Discord about a couple things I've broken in anger.
I can't think of anything I've gotten angry and broken. Sure, there is something though.
I think, for the most part, it's just I've thrown controllers and they've broken from a result of that. And there was one screen I punched that broke. What am I doing?
Oh my god, getting that last red coin always scares me so bad.
By Sandcastle Secret, yeah. Be the sandcastle.
How did I do that?
Do you want to build a sandcastle?
Oh my god, I don't know what happened there, y'all. My mind is totally blank.
You get the blood there.
You had a cursed control that I turned off your GameCube, and that sounds awful. And I don't understand how that works, but it's
yeah, that shouldn't even be possible. I also remember
maybe it had a fray in the cord and it like surged your GameCube.
It also reminds me of like one time I was with my cousin with I forget whose GameCube it was, but I remember you know, the save screen comes up. It's like, saving, don't touch the power button. I was like, what would happen if you touch the power button? And I pretend to touch it and get shocked.
Yeah, for anybody who didn't know, you can go outside the boundary on Richville Harbor for a little bit. You can.
Wow, I feel like I just did that, the secret of the sandcastle, like, the smoothest I have ever done it. No hiccups. Sand blocks kiss my butt.
I don't know which the hardest secret level for me. I don't know which one it is. Dinah, I thought you were following me already. How did you just... Okay. Thanks, I guess. I swear I've gotten a follow from you before. Whatever, though, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh man, since I have your chat open, I see the little button to click to get channel points. It's like, oh, I want to click it, but I can't.
Can't erase them.
It's gonna sit there menacingly.
The nice thing about the way I have Dolphin set up right now is that even if I'm not... I have Dolphin's window as always on top, so even if I'm not clicked in the window, it still functions.
I don't think I have that set up. I know it'll still be running in the background. Also enjoy this visual glitch, anyone watching my screen. There's squares under my trees. Don't know what that's about.
Oh dear, here we go.
We're doing tilt slam bam now.
Mirror Madness, tilt slam bam.
Slam bam, thank you, ma'am.
When Steven and Mal played this, played that mission, they somehow broke the third mirror. I don't understand how they did it. But it's on video, so that's what matters. Like, it would tilt very, very suddenly. It didn't have, there was like no gradual effect to it. Whatever side Mario was on, it would just tilt that way. It was weird.
I don't really remember how to do this one, to be honest. So hopefully I can...
You just fight the Flangellos.
Oh yeah, I don't remember how to fight them. Also didn't realize that was their name.
Yeah, Flangello. The only reason I know that is from Mario Golf Coastal Tour.
Of course, the game that names all the Mario baddies.
Yep. Strollin' Stew, I think, only gets his official name in that game.
I think I just clipped through the mirror and died.
Really?
But not like falling through the level. I like clipped through the mirror to end up closer to the enemy. And I just happened to have 1 hit point left. Maybe I shouldn't have started with the one with 3 of them on it.
The one with 3 is weird. I swear it doesn't always work.
So you're like, is there a specific spot you're supposed to pound on the mirror when they're falling off?
The opposite edge. The opposite edge.
Okay. And I don't remember how I was doing this before where it wasn't working. With like the way I would do it as a kid that made it like infinitely harder. It's like, that just seems like, yeah, you just spray them from the opposite end until they're falling off and then you pound. Okay, this guy can stop.
Gelato Beach time.
Gelatin Beach. Hey, maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah, I wish.
That would be cool if we could have set it up so that we can see each other in our games.
Oh, that would have been so cool. I wish.
It's like the Super Mario 64 online thing. That would also be a cool thing to do.
That was awesome. I know Nintendo put out a C&D for that one though, but I think that was because the person was making money off of it on their Patreon or whatever. Not that I agree with Nintendo's C&D decisions, but you know.
They're protective of their IPs.
I can understand that.
Yeah, as someone who has been protective of his own original characters before, like, yeah, I get it. It's not, it doesn't make it right, but I get it.
Copyright law is just kind of like fucked.
Thanks, Disney.
Yeah. The Mickey Mouse Protection Act, everyone.
The MPA.
That's the derisive nickname for the law. Gelato is good. I want some. Yeah.
I think I had gelato once, and it was just like, yeah, it's all right. Okay, apparently I'm not far enough down on the opposite end of the mirror.
Okay. There's a Cold Town Creamery right by where I live. I should go. Okay.
Man, I don't have money to do things.
I feel that.
It's like the obvious solution. Get a job. Yeah, sure. Hire me, maybe. That's an important step to making money is being hired. Part of that process is having skills.
Yeah.
That is also a step I cannot fulfill, is having skills.
I would love a job like that, Paperstar. Just pay me to eat gelato. Pay me. I'll come over. I'll take the leftover pizza that you don't want.
Honestly, I feel like my best bet for a job would be some kind of like entertainment position. Just like, yeah, good luck getting one of those.
They ain't easy.
Like, I would love to be in Steven's position where he just, he does YouTube as his job. And that, like, pays for his house and stuff. He can, he can do streams and have all that creative freedom.
It's crazy to me when I see, like, it's like where Steven lives now, where Emil lives. Emil's house is huge.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on one of his Steven vlogs. It's like, Chugga doesn't even have a patron as far as I know. How does he do it?
Like, Emil's closet is like bigger than my room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's as big as my room at least as well. Then again, I'm the third kid in the house, so I have the fourth biggest room.
I mean, like, it's not bigger than my current bedroom now in this apartment because I actually have a pretty large bedroom in this apartment. So, but like at home, it probably would be about the same size.
And honestly, I don't think I need that big of a house to begin with. Like, I see the tiny home stuff in the Sims. And it's like, yeah, I could live in a tiny home like that.
Tiny homes would be interesting.
It's like have
it a try.
Have my living room also be my bedroom, also be my kitchen, also be my dining room. That is fine. As long as like everything, like you can push it up into the walls, that'd be cool. Okay, where does the shine spawn when you beat the mirrors?
The peninsula.
I completely forgot to pay attention to that.
It's always, when in doubt, it's a peninsula on this level.
My mind goes, that's where the sandcastle goes. That's not shines. Actually, something I thought about trying to do was like puppetry, but then I also saw like the process of making like a quality puppet of like a Muppet style puppet, and it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I can't do that myself. Also, that requires materials, which costs money, which is the thing I'm trying to get into to begin with, so maybe not the smartest idea. I mean, I know it would be an investment, but investing what?
Yeah, I would like a nice space to live, but I can live on not much, so.
Yeah, because of my wild imagination and fears and stuff, I wouldn't want a really big house. Like, I definitely would not want to live in a mansion with like 1,000 rooms. I'd be paranoid there's someone living in one of those rooms that's not supposed to be in one of those rooms. I hear those stories of people like where they had someone living in their attic and they didn't even know. It's like, I would rather live in a house where I know who's in it.
That's fair.
Like even the house I'm in right now, when I'm alone, is like, maybe too much space for people to hide.
All right, Wiggler, fall apart.
You just did the mirrors as well.
Yeah.
I'm fighting Wiggler right now.
Nice.
First hit.
The Wiggler fight is fun.
Did you finish Pianta Village? You
No,
went there?
you can only
Oh
get
yeah, that's
to,
right. Because you
can
need
only get
Yoshi.
past Chain Chomp's path without Yoshi.
Forgot about Yoshi.
Yoshi.
It's interesting to think my first 3D Mario was the first 3D Mario to let you ride Yoshi. And he also wasn't really Yoshi.
Yeah, it was like a paint Yoshi, melted in the water.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it, yeah.
I think the first time I saw him in like Galaxy 2, I was like, oh, he can go in the water. I guess he learned to swim.
Yeah.
But then you think about it, it's like, well, no, that Yoshi uses his tongue, and the Sunshine Yoshi spits water, juice. So
That's
it's
so
like
strange.
it must. I like the theory that it's a different species of Yoshi.
My thought was that it came from the magic brush.
Yeah, like that. I think that also kind of goes with the theory of it, like not being the type of Yoshi you were used to. Okay, what's the angle to spray this at? There we go.
Sure. Wait, where?
I remember one time I was watching my sister play this. She was doing the Wiggler boss fight, and I remember pretending it was a big robot, and I was in the robot, like a Wiggler-shaped robot. I think I was thinking of the Wiggler buses from Double Dash.
Oh my god, the Wiggler.
But I know for a fact in my head I was like, yeah, this is a robot. This is not a bus. Triple room fall. Yeah, there we go. Time to slam the segment. And now we sand. I create a new island. I extended the peninsula. Ugh, I don't know if you heard that. I was stretching my arm and it's popping.
I did not hear that. I was too busy with the Wiggler fight making the when you kill him, if you hit the Z button to open the map, sometimes it plays like a fourth version of the song. Like it speeds up the song again.
I remember that.
Was jamming out to that for a second.
Giving me time to try to catch up.
Well, I for a brief moment did not think it through.
That's okay. I keep forgetting what I'm doing too. After I did the mirrors, I was running away. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I need to do more. I'm not done there yet.
Yeah, when I was doing red coins on the water, I got all the coins, and then I crashed into the canoe that's on the land. I don't really understand how that one happened, but you know.
Those wily canoes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Always jumping out and shit.
I know.
That's why I don't go canoeing. Scared of the canoes.
I would like to try it.
I think technically I can't say I've never been canoeing, but I was in a... Well, actually, I think it was a kayak.
Mm-hmm.
It was like... I don't know what the difference is, but it was a one-person little rowboat thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also in, like, what was basically an above-ground pool.
Mm.
It was like an event. It was like a Boy Scouting event, and one of their things you could do was like, yeah, you go on a kayak for a little bit.
Interesting.
But I'm a little afraid of water, so I probably won't go kayaking or canoeing. Well, you know, maybe if I had someone to go with, but that's like my policy on basically everything. It's like, well, if I had someone who'd do it with me.
Yeah, I definitely feel more confident in things like that when I have someone with me.
For me, it's less of a confidence thing and more of a like, why would I go out of my way to do that?
Like, I would go out of my way to skydive, but I feel better if someone was with me.
I think, like, extreme stuff is definitely on my, like, not even if I had someone to do it with. Nope. So I'm missing, and I'm trying to hover in, and I'm too high. Okay, there we go. Sandbird.
He's turning.
The Wiggler?
No, the Sandbird.
Oh, I completely missed this first step off of the cloud to the Sandbird. Fell and died.
I've been indoor skydiving, actually, Paper Star. It's pretty fun. Killer on your neck, though.
That does sound fun. That's something I do.
Yeah, they put you in, like, a vertical wind tunnel, and they have somebody with you, but like a professional, so it's neat.
Man, I can't wait till technology is able to, like, manipulate gravity so we can have, like, anti-gravity rooms. That sounds like so much fun.
That'd be interesting. I would love to see what it's like to space swim.
Like, I have no personal interest in going to space, but I am interested in being in zero gravity.
I would go to space, I think.
Whoa, Sandbird, what are you doing? You turning? He's turning.
It's birding. It's birding.
Turn, earn.
Earn.
I think that's what a guide I saw for Ocarina of Time called that one hard piece in Goron City. Turn, earn.
Oh, yeah. That one with the giant base thing.
Yep.
That one takes me a long time. Constantly. Just like, please land on the right base.
Definitely easier if you got your own bombs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But your bombs have a shorter fuse, too.
Yeah,
so
that's
you gotta...
kind of why it's easier, I think. Or at least, you know, you don't have to worry about running back and forth to get a bomb flower and then lining up.
Mhm.
There, Sandbird is done.
I think, no, what was it again? I completely forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Well, we're talking about the urn and the
Oh,
bombs.
yeah, the urn. So, like, the having your own bombs really helps with the Hot Rod or Goron dude.
Yeah. Actually, like, don't you have to have your own bombs to do that?
I think you can do it with bomb flowers.
But then if you stop him, he'll be like, hey, you don't have a bomb bag to upgrade. I can't do anything. I think that's what he says. It's like, yeah, I'm going to give you an upgrade, but I can't give you an upgrade, so come back later.
Man, this pole has like a red line in it. It just looks like a bendy straw.
Are you doing Il Pentissimo?
Yeah.
I'm just now on him. There's the man now. Talking to his face. his postman face.
Mhm. I can't wait till we get to the what are you pissing for level. It's my highlight.
Man, quotes that have swears in them are like my bane, because it's like, well, I want to quote them, but I don't like using bad words.
That's
Just-
fair.
Just like a I can't think of a better word. Consequence of my upbringing. You know, it's just like a fragment of it, I guess. Whatever you want to say. If like, yeah, I was told not to swear, so I don't, and now it just feels awkward.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I had to teach myself how to think it was okay. Because for a while I didn't. Until I was like 18, I didn't swear. Then I became a swearing machine.
But now I just feel like it's like, well, you know, it doesn't matter if I don't say those words. Like, it makes quoting things awkward, but like, there's other words.
My parents swore a lot, so like it, you know.
My parents do. Well, my parents swear when they're angry.
Yeah, they swear when they're angry, but you know. So I heard. It's not like I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it's like I know the words, I just wasn't allowed to say them.
I wasn't really supposed to say them, but so I don't swear in front of my parents, but.
Yeah, I think by now my parents don't care. Like, we're all adults in this household now, so it's like, I guess I don't think they care. I know they let my little brother curse. It's like, hey, I hear him all the time. Oh, hey, Poltergust is here. Hey, Polter.
What's up, Gust? Pagust? You didn't say God or goddamn. Oh yeah, gosh damn, diddly darn.
Yeah, I don't even say God. It's like I say gosh. It's like I play completely clean on the language.
Respect.
And it's like,
where the hell?
Where
is that last coin?
I forgot what level I'm doing. With coins in the coral reef. Oh no, the one that can hide. Oh, and Cataquack. Yeah, I don't even like to write write characters who curse, because it's like, well, what do my parents see this? It's like they think I'm trying to get my years of not being able to swear out. It's like, or something like that. It's like, I don't want people to judge me for how my characters talk.
Yeah. Man, Polter, you're right. Gosh doesn't have a lot of emphasis. I never thought about it.
Is that the one that hides?
That SH really like softens the blow.
Gosh! It's like you're shushing yourself. It's like, shh, stop being angry.
Maybe that's where it came from. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Now I just plain don't remember where the red coins are. Oh man, I kind of teleported a little bit. That's cool. Maybe we got one of those spectral anomalies, whatever it was. Where that one guy was in TikTok clock and he just teleported upward for no reason.
Used to think it was Josh, not. Oh my god. Oh my Josh. Oh, Oshkosh, yeah.
That just sounds like you're wagging your finger at someone named Josh. It's like, oh, Josh.
Oh my Josh.
That Josh of ours.
A genre of cursing we didn't get any oof. That turtle in Banjo-Kazooie, the oof.
Can't do screams well either. It's like I'm trying not to be loud. I can't scream.
I can't scream.
It's like I'm trying not to be loud and also trying not to hurt my voice.
Oh, my voice is already shot. We're just seeing what we can do.
It's like the only voice hurty thing I can do is like a Bowser growl.
He used to say Oshkosh all the time for no reason.
Man, combining my inability to like do like growls or really put much anger in my voice and my distaste for cursing is like I can't sing Slipknot songs for beans. Like I can try, but it's like, who is this singing this? This is not how the song goes.
Oh man, Folker, King Hippo dropping a manhole cover like, I can't do that, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. That there's something so pure and like painful about that sound that King Hippo makes when he drops the manhole cover.
I don't remember where the last two coins are. Is it one with the fish? Fish! Fish! No!
Fish!
I'm just remembering when I was recording Metroid Prime. I was using the scan visor around in Phazon Drift, or Phendrana Drifts, and I happened to scan a frozen fish. I pulled that quote out. It's like, I don't care what other people think of that bit. I thought that was hilarious. It sounded like it was actually distraught at the frozen fish.
Dish! Dish! Hey Dishnet, how you doing?
Dish!
Dishy.
Dish! No!
Alright, part the Red Sea, Shadow. Come on.
Just waste the coins. I can't even. I don't know.
God, I remember in Tim's LP where when he did Red Coins with the Gold Reel, he had to speed up that whole thing.
Because he couldn't find the one that was hiding.
Over at the time and seeing like 14 minutes, 14 minutes. Just immediately cuts the episode. His mouth is so big. Oh my god.
Where are you? Insert another joke about coins. These people do this. Try not to do that a lot, because it's like, yeah, we get it. You means coin. Didn't make my name coin. Just keep making cheesy jokes about money.
Feels so clean, like a money machine.
Oh wait! Oh! Yep, I think I found one. Yep, found one. Okay.
Man, Polter, did you see Beta 64's video on Battle for Bikini Bottom? I was just watching that today. It was good. All that unused content and shit.
When did I get hurt? I'm missing a health point. I don't remember when that occurred.
Did that not hit?
There it is. Okay, now I can get the shot and get out of here. Well, we could get out of here to come back here to get Shadow Mario.
That Bowser mech has GameCube port nipples. Thank you, Dinah. I'm so glad that I got to know that. Oh man. Oh man, that's awful. I'm sorry, Polter.
Yeah, I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I hope everything is okay and that you get that pep back in your step. Hey Lucas, how you doing?
It's Shadow Mario! After him! Ah! Man, I swear my screams just sound so nerdy. Forced. What are you doing?
I literally cannot do a convincing scream to save my life. The Metroarathon, yeah. Leave my mama alone, you bad man. I won't let you take Mama Peach away.
I was trying to think of a way I could possibly help Poulter with this situation, and my first thought was, "Oh, I could do it for you. I don't mind." Yeah, right. You're gonna stream on his channel for him.
Metroid Marathon. Wouldn't that be something? Hello, this is Poltergeist.
Frankly, that would defeat the point because it wouldn't be Poltergeist, and he wouldn't even be playing the game. So the viewer and the player would not be getting the satisfaction.
It'd be so funny if you were just doing your like Polter impression. Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Where'd you go?
I've occasionally thought about having my friends on doing the playing and then doing a Twi impression.
Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, that's Hover Nozzle. Wait, camera. Okay, okay, there he is. I'm having all the problems right now.
What day is that, Holter? Again, if you don't, I forget. I've been like trying to keep myself playing because I have an exam next week. So all next week, gotcha.
It's week starting when? It started Monday?
Well, I assume starting Monday. I only work for the Munty Hunty.
Because I think the week technically starts on Sunday because of calendars. But, you know, like work week and stuff. So I think for a lot of people, it actually starts on Monday.
Oh, it was so perfectly shaped. Sorry.
That's okay. I was done talking. I lost Shadow Mario again.
You could probably... I don't know how long it'll take you to get through Metroid 1 and 2.
I keep pressing the wrong shoulder button for hover, and I let go, and it's like, oh wait, both work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just remembered that I do know another skip besides Casino Skip. I know Monty Mole Skip.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing you do that, and I was like, oh, that's a thing?
Yep. The loading zone is still there, even when you do your thing.
I think it's weird that I remember my sister being able to beat that level, but I think out of my siblings, I was the first one to beat the one in Noki Bay, which is basically the exact same thing. Oh, there he is. Stop getting away! Just stay still and let me escort you.
Stop it, I have a feeling. Stop. Oh my god, that worked.
Apparently, this is the hardest Shadow Mario level for me, because I can't keep track of them.
Wales, what do you do? How did you know? How did you get that exact moment in time? You witchcraft or something?
You know, now that I think about it, the thing I like the most about the username I've become most known for is like Okay, so money puns aside, like those are fine, but I think the thing I like the most about it is having a color as the first part of it, so I could just change the second part and be anything, and it still kind of works. Like I could go from a coin to the thing that got me thinking about this. I could be blue bird.
Yeah.
I'm currently blue fungus and polter server. Man.
Blue dollar.
Yeah, blue dollar. There was one time I was like Azure. I forget what the other word was. You know, another synonym for some kind of currency.
Azure. I don't know. Sterling. Shilling. Is there a significance to the K, Poltergeist?
No, the K was just like, well, coin with a C is probably taken, so let me do a K. And lo and behold, most places I use that name, it's free. Man, I can't remember my login to my DeviantArt that has Blue Coin, and I want to start uploading to DeviantArt again, but it's like, I want to use the name Blue Coin.
Let me use the blue coin.
I gotta find the pass. I figure out the password to that. Like hack myself or something. Unfortunately, I'm not the kind of person to write down passwords, so it's probably not written down anywhere.
I use a word manager.
And that would be a smart thing to do, I think.
So it generates the random password, so I don't know them, but like I can just like select them, copy them. Or autofill them. I use 1Password as my password manager of choice. Stream not sponsored.
I mostly just
to the password manager. Nice. Which one do you use, Wallace?
I mostly just like let Google remember my passwords. My devices remember them for me.
I like password managers because like I can have a different password for every account, and I can log in like. I can log into my password manager through my master password or through my fingerprint.
Apparently my headphones are dying.
No.
Which is frustrating because they said they were at 60% before we started. I had specifically thought of that like, before we started. It's like, oh wait, I didn't remember to charge my headphones. They're probably going to be low, and it's like 60%. I'm like, oh, okay, they're probably fine. Apparently not. And my charger cable is too short to be able to wear them while they're charging. So it's like, I guess when my headphones die, I'll just switch to PC audio, or like the coming out of the TV.
Yeah, Wales, that's the thing too. It saves a lot of grief when I'm like trying to log into my Groupon account or something like that. I only use like once in a blue moon.
Oh, blooper surfing. That's what I'm doing. I knew it was something with blooper. I'm like, yeah, it was probably blooper again.
I don't know. Y'all know I'm a cybersecurity guy, so like, it helps me not, and I don't have the brain capacity to come up with multiple passwords and remember them all. Like I can barely remember if I used an exclamation point or an @ or a pound sign. So like, I will never remember various passwords.
Yeah, I try to use the same like relatively secure password, but it also uses like it's. I remember one time I used an apostrophe, and it's like, well, some websites don't let you do that. So I sometimes when I'm trying to remember login, I try to remember like my usual passwords, but then I also remember like, wait, is this one of the sites that requires numbers? Is this one that requires like an amount of symbols? Does this one allow apostrophe? Should I try with apostrophe? So apparently, even using the same password has not helped me.
I get that, Polter. I really do. I do trust 1Password. I think they've been able to make a very convincing case for themselves over several years. So.
Yeah, I was trying to read that comment while surfing. I think I got the gist of it.
Fun Yoshupas.
Get the shine. I don't know, like, I was reading Poulter's comment and then jumping towards the shine, and I just kept missing, even though I was done reading. Man, 16 shines. It feels like we've been at this for a little longer than 16 shines.
Yeah. I have a... Oh, I have 29.
You're definitely pretty far ahead. I got so slowed down by those freaking red coins.
Yeah, the red coins with the coral reef, yeah.
Red coins
I'm
really
also,
are
like-
the evil me.
I don't know. I guess I am kind of like... I am sticking with the world like the whole way through, so that might
Yeah, I've been
help.
trying to do that. Like, I beat Bianco, I beat Gelato. Now
Like,
I'm
I
on
don't even
Rico.
unlock the world until it's time to move on to it.
Maybe that was the thing
I do
that
have to
slowed me
take-
down.
I do have to sidestep
Another one?
here, take a sidetrack here to go get Yosh. Stop zigzagging, you bitch.
Man, that's the one thing I envy about people who curse, is like being able to say something like that. It's like that's kind of like why I try to use like insult words that are like silly sounding, like dink. It is not the same. It's like stop.
The Brits have a really good handle on insulting people.
It's like
Oh,
stop.
shoot, eat the pineapple.
Stop
Silly.
zigzagging, you dink. Doesn't sound as funny. This doesn't have the same punch.
It would be eating the pineapple. Oopsie doopsie, I mucked it up again.
I can't remember how to get the rocket nozzle in this level.
For what level?
Rico Harbor.
Oh, I don't actually.
It's
Oh,
like
it's
in-
underneath. It's underneath Cooper Blooper's platform.
Oh, I was thinking it was in the corner of the level.
There's two. You need to get the one that's not that's opaque, for the other ones turn opaque.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's in the roof. And I haven't gotten that one yet. So yeah, that looks like
No, it should be under. It should be under the helipad.
yeah, that one's transparent, translucent,
Oh, it is.
whatever the word is.
It
That's-
also might depend on what mission you're in.
Yeah,
Like, the game won't let you. The game won't let you use turbo nozzle in Rico Harbor until after you've beaten what's it called? The Blooper Surfing Safari.
makes sense.
Or no, I'm sorry, Red Coins on the Water.
Oh,
What the hell?
slipped off the fruit machine.
They're on the cloud, yeah. So like I can save all my passwords on my I can get them on my phone. For my phone, I have to use my fingerprint to log in. I can completely understand why that might seem suspicious. Like I totally get it. I had to do a lot of research before I felt okay with it.
Stop slipping off the fruit machine. I'm thinking about how I just can't do angry is like, man, that one time, there was one particular moment where I got really angry while recording Prime. And it's like, man, that moment is probably going to really suck just because of how poorly I can communicate anger in my voice. Man, the rocket nozzle on the roof is not gettable either. It's just like, huh. Okay, I'll do this the normal way.
The other thing about saving randomly generated strength to your account, to your notepad document folder, would probably be that like you would have to keep a copy of it on like a mobile device, or if you have a smartphone, and then like update it on both. Unless you have a shared folder, like use a OneDrive or something, which you could do that.
I don't know why the Poulter folder, that is just thinking that in my head is like, that sounds really
Folder,
fun.
folder, relay.
You know, I remember Sunshine being actually kind of slippery to control, but right now I'm having no problems with that. Knock on wood. Like, I remember Mario having like too much momentum None here.
I love how Sunshine feels. Like the movement in this game just makes me very happy. Is that a coconut? You stupid. You want a coconut in this economy?
Coconuts are actually very economical fruits because they provide both liquids and food.
It's true. Don't most fruits provide liquid and fruit?
I guess, but like, I don't know, I think coconuts have like a healthier thing to survive off of or something.
Hmm. Coconuts are great.
I'm not a big fan of coconut myself.
Oh, I love it. I have drank straight out of the coconut on several occasions. I have like a
At
ton
least
of coconut water in my fridge. Whales, what is that about? What is that wink about?
saying he
What is
likes to
yeah.
wear coconut bras.
I guess that must be it.
Or he likes when other people wear them. That's probably the more appropriate interpretation. Oh, Mario just got kind of stuck there, deciding to not grab the ledge and simultaneously grab the ledge. Just couldn't make up his mind. Too bad I can't.
You just say it was very sour, and now one of your eyes is swooped. What? Oh my! Oh god! Whales. Man, this ever since Tim's LP of this game, this secret shine.
The tower,
this like secret level is just forever the Mysticson level. No, the Yoshi go around one.
Oh yeah.
Because he's telling that story about like when his teacher Mysticson like met his sister and she was all like Mary, and then when he tried to introduce her and she was just like.
Well, I got another warning for my headphones about them dying, so hopefully they haven't died yet.
Yes, Polter, are you realizing the morbid truth of the Yoshi go-round?
It's not a real Yoshi, it's a paint Yoshi. It's a creation of the paintbrush. Now, I suppose there are, like, moral quandaries about creating life just to destroy it, but it's not like you birthed a Yoshi just to taxidermy it. It's like created from magic. I think I just walked through one of the pegs on the block there and slipped off and died. Cool. Out of lives. Had to happen eventually.
Which one are you in right now?
I was in Secret of the Lighthouse.
God, I remember they brought that level back for Galaxy 2. Tim was like, this is the easiest level in the whole game. Like, this is so easy, and then immediately died.
It's such a perfect moment.
The what? Like, the genuine what? It's so good. That LP was full of gems. You fall off, and you get the wrong freaking star. Are you on crack?
I think I was watching a compilation of Chugga Conway's like Sunshine moments that actually got me into watching him. Because I definitely remember seeing the moment in a compilation where he accidentally clips through the wall with the turbo nozzle, falls and dies. He's like, what? What?
Yeah, I remember that. I haven't seen Emil from Sunshine LP in so long.
That's probably the Let's Play I've rewatched the most. I even got it downloaded for when I like lose internet and want to watch something.
God, I should have an in case of power outage LP actually, like in case of internet outage LP.
Yeah, I couldn't find like a place to like mass download them, so I had to download like one at a time. It's kind of low.
I have what's it called? I do have YouTube Premium, and they do allow you to do that.
I think I have YouTube Red. I don't know if that's the same thing.
Red? I thought Red didn't exist anymore, and they called it Premium.
I don't know. Maybe I had it when it was Red, and then now it's Premium. But point stands, I don't know where to go to download it. Quick mass download. Would be mighty nice though.
Wales, you have the song downloaded, don't you?
Do 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 do.
Not that song. Also Undertale, but different. The Nagito song.
I just think it's funny that I hum that and immediately die. It's like I jinxed myself.
Oh, please tell me my nightmare is over. You can save me. I don't know why, but you're just very capable of me. And look, it all started around noon. This giant mad shit thing showed up, and it was paper thin, flowing silhouette, and came covered the hotel grounds. It was like scoop and hold the horror. My beautiful child, my poor building, and sang in the middle of it. Also lose. Why me? Why? Now I'm definitely above my hotel. What am I supposed to do? I can't just sit back and this guy that got my goal. Do something.
Man, you can do that, and then I struggle to read word by word. Although I noticed when I was playing Prime 2 earlier that I do better reading out loud when no one is watching. And that's just how it goes.
I feel that. I'm also better, actually. I'm better reading out loud when no one's watching.
I was actually, like, when I started recording Prime, and I fell in the same place again. When I started recording Prime, I was actually doing pretty good reading the logs out loud. And then just, like, a few episodes in, it's just like, nope, you can't read. I don't know what happened.
As of this moment in time, you are illiterate, and you will have to deal with it.
Apparently. This reminds me of that the one guy in the SpongeBob when Plankton actually, well, when he thought he stole the formula and he was reading it, it turned out it was.
You run it. Well, I can't read.
Yeah. I love the way he says that. It's like so happy about the fact, and really he should be.
Not reading would probably have saved me a lot of headache in my day.
I mean, if I couldn't read, I wouldn't be on the internet, so that is a double-edged sword, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I can get in a life loop now, because there's this one up here. Well, a life loop as long as I don't die on the first rotating block. I'm still in the lighthouse, by the way.
Oh, man.
And there go my headphones. I should probably do something about that. I mean, thankfully my headphones are not what I was using to... Like, my mic is different. I think I could just... You're definitely coming through the TV now, so I just need to turn you up until I can hear you comfortably. Oh, that was a bad jump. Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah, so as long as my audio didn't change on the recording side, everything's fine now. And actually, I totally get why Chuck Conroy says he records with headphones on, even though he doesn't have them plugged in. That's what I'm doing right now. Like, yeah, it's a noticeable change. So I'm going to keep my dead headphones on my ears just because I slipped and fell and died. Just because it just... I feel like my voice is going to be consistent with what it's been. Add lives again. Cool. Stop slipping and dying on these big blocks.
Oh man, do you guys know what time it is? Do you guys know what time it is? It is time for the What Are You Pissing For level.
Man, I feel like I had a good comeback for when someone says, "Do you know what time it is?" And I don't. All I can remember is Adventure Time. And that's not the good one. That's the one everyone knows. I'm gonna be patient on these, whatever you call the shape blocks.
Gear blocks?
Yeah, the gear blocks.
I jumped through the booze mount. I don't know why that has to be going in, but
okay. Just as about to say, it's gonna be harder to screw this up. Isn't that how it goes?
it really do.
Just when you think you're safe, you die. Didn't even have time to knock on wood. Got that one up again, so at least I can keep a can keep one life. Not game over. And then I do a jump like that. I mean, I still got the one up, but gonna have to get it again.
Oh man, Polter, if you're still here, I actually managed to get the speed completion achievement from Hollow Knight last night. I felt good.
That's like under 2 hours.
No, speed completion. Oh, sorry, speed completion is 100% under 20 hours.
Oh, okay.
I did get the normal speed run achievements.
Somehow 100% under 20 hours doesn't sound as hard as beat the game period in 2 hours.
I think that the most intensive speed run achievement is 3 hours.
Maybe I think of Metroid then.
I can do it in like 3 hours and 30 minutes, I think.
Because isn't it Metroid games have it where you beat the game in under 2 hours? You see, like Samus without the suit.
But I don't know exactly what the time values are.
Pretty sure Fusion is like that as well. I always manage like 2 hours and 3 minutes.
You're gonna shave off those 3 minutes.
Somewhere. I mean,
probably fighting Yakuza spider boss.
I don't have all that much trouble with that.
I hate that boss.
And actually, I can't really think of anywhere where I do struggle. It's more just like, yeah, I just need to navigate faster or something.
Nightmare also gives me trouble, but I love Nightmare.
Yeah, Nightmare can definitely be pain. Man, I played Other M before I played Fusion, so for me it was less playing Fusion of like, hey, it's Nightmare again, wow, and more of like, hey, look, it's Nightmare, but it's X Parasite.
Honestly, I also played Other M before Fusion, so I feel that.
Glad I'm not alone on that. Like, Other M was like my first real Metroid game.
Mine was Prime. I did actually, to be honest with you, if I liked Other M except for the cutscenes. I thought.
Yeah, that's really the biggest weak point of that game. It's it's poorly written.
It's hours of cutscenes that you can't skip, and like they're not that good.
Although honestly, I do wonder, like, has Metroid's story ever really been all that much, like, as much as the fans make it out to be, or was it really just Prime that started making it like?
But the thing is, like, with Metroid games and their story and their lore and stuff, Prime really is the thing that started giving like large stories. But I don't know, it's weird, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you though.
Yeah, it's fine. Because I did get on this thought of like when I was replaying the other Metroid games, it's like, well, the games themselves don't really give you any story. It's all in the manuals. But then also thinking about like Fusion, its writing isn't really that great either. Like any objections lady comes from Fusion. So you can't blame Other M for having that cringy line exist. That's all Fusion.
No, I don't think any objectively is a cringy line.
I mean,
I think the issues that they made have
and when I was replaying it, I was thinking like, I think there's like I think it was the line that specifically introduces any objections lady is like, I think I remember it being something of like, from anyone else it would have sounded sarcastic, but from Adam he made it sound dignified. It's like, any objections lady doesn't really sound dignified. Like it still sounds sarcastic.
Yoshi is talking.
And really, if you want to make it sound like dignified, it would be more like, any objections, my lady, or something like that. Like actually use flamboyant language instead of just like, instead of any objections and ending it there, just tacking on lady to the end. Okay, so now I should be able to get the rocket nozzle here.
I didn't have a problem with any objections lady when concept or online. I found the storytelling in Other M to be strange. There's just a whole side plot that you never do anything with. I feel like the game doesn't exactly resolve itself in the best way, and Samus's character,
That's
I don't think it needs to explore that deeply.
that's also something that I think is like Was Samus always really awesome, or was that just what the fans thought of her first, and then the canon? It's like, I know Zero Mission definitely plants the seeds of, like, not necessarily being afraid of Ridley, but more of, like, being surprised at his presence. And then, Super Metroid, she doesn't react to Ridley at all, but just because hardware. And I don't know when the manga came out, but I don't know how well, I'm pretty sure it's canon, but like I don't know what it establishes about Samus that maybe because I know people like to whine about Other M like ruining Samus, like, oh, I hate Metroid now because Samus is ruined. It's like, was really Other M, or was it more just like you don't like the canon of Metroid anymore, or like it was always your head canon that you were attached to? And I know people, like, I guess at this point I'm ranting, but like, I know people get attached to their headcanon. It's great to have a, like, it would be better to have people go off of their own headcanon for Samus rather than having an established Samus. But I do wonder how much of the hate is just like from what people were expecting versus what was actually planned for Samus.
I tend to like other gameplay, except I don't enjoy the first person parts at all, where you have to look for something.
See, I will defend the gameplay of Other M. I can't defend the story, but I will defend the gameplay. I will even defend the first person segments, the so-called pixel hunts, because I think for at least all the ones I can remember, except for like one, if you're paying attention to the story, you kind of know what you're looking for.
I had a hard time with one of them.
But that's probably the one where I'm like, yeah, that one is pretty obtuse. But I'm also someone who's like not very good at like understanding story and writing quality and like world building and like all those little things. I'm more of like how a game feels. So I definitely really like Other M from the gameplay perspective, but I definitely struggle to defend it from any angle other than, well, it's kind of fun to play.
I feel that. I mean, like, I'll tell you, the post game boss fight in Other M is straight up one of the best boss fight battles in Metroid. It's so fun.
I remember that end sequence being pretty rad.
The whole post game is actually fun.
And something that frustrates me is I remember seeing a video that defended Other M, and it was saying something about how, like, in Japan, it's a really big deal for someone to open up emotionally. I cannot for the life of me remember what that video was. Like, who did that video? I thought it was Gaijin Goomba, but I checked like his channel and the Game Theor's channel. I cannot find it.
I'll take a look for it. Because, like, I don't know. I think my biggest complaint with Other M as a whole is the complaint most people have with it is that I didn't understand why the way the power system. I don't understand why they handle the power system in that way.
There are definitely a lot of silly like the varial suit. I cannot defend that. That is really stupid that the game makes you go through superheated areas, and not just from a story perspective of, well, why would Adam not authorize superheat protection when you're going through the superheated areas, but also why would the game make you go through superheated areas? Because most other Metroid games say, hey, you're taking damage right now, you should leave.
Yeah, I agree. And, like, I think, and the thing is, like, they establish in the game that Samus has the autonomy enough to, like, turn on power ups without approval. Like,
Yeah. There definitely should have been more moments like that where Samus is just like, you know what, I need this. I'm turning it on. Like, that's something that definitely would have built upon the Samus that people want. And I definitely understand that complaint. But like, I think there are several moments where either like Adam authorizes it when it's needed, or like, I think there are a few moments in that where you just straight up earn a new power, like the Disfusion Beam. You collect a thing. It's like, oh, you got this new thing now. It's like not even authorizing it. But I personally, I like the I'm disabling these powers myself so I don't accidentally kill someone angle more than Metroid Prime 1's, oh, you got thrown into a wall, you lose literally everything. Like, honestly, I would rather she just straight up has no explanation for losing powers than have them try to justify it every game. Yeah, I saw that today, so it's like, yeah, that's I can understand losing the powers to those whatever they were called. Yeah, the Ing. My problem with that scene though is she gets swarmed, and instead of trying to fight them like the Samus we all play as, she starts shooting into the air. It's like with that. Yeah, I don't. She when it's going through all the power ups you lose, power bombs is one of them, and I didn't even realize I had power bombs at that point. It's like, why did Samus power bomb? She came from her ship though. She should have had power bombs refueled. Does Prime 3 have a reason where she loses her powers? No. Okay. So honestly, that's like I said, that's how I prefer it. I heard the theory once that someone's headcanon is that she sells her powers after every mission. It's like, no, that doesn't make sense. But she needs them. There'll always be another mission. So why would she be like, okay, I don't need these anymore? Which, yeah, I don't like that theory at all. Which blooper's the slowest one? Oh, green. Okay. Why would you pick the slippery handling one? Oh, it's kind of silly. Also, I forgot to activate the red coins. Don't you need to like land on the shade? I did it. I did the umbrella. Jeez. But, you know, I'm really glad I decided to replay Prime recently because not only because Dread's coming out, and I'll be like have a greater appreciation of Metroid lore then, but also I can be excited for Prime 4 now. Because like before, it's just like, man, I hope Prime 4 is its own thing and does not play like Prime 1 and is more like maybe Doom, like the Doom reboot. That would be pretty fun. But now I'm like, yeah, it can be either way. I don't care. Okay, thread and needle through the boats. Shine just appeared. I should not have saved that coin for last. Okay, never mind. I thread the needle. Now let's not die getting the shine. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, that I think is crazy. I love that about Dread because I never would have expected them to do a game after Fusion. But then again, my small brain is just like, wait, you can make a power suit over the Fusion suit? Like that has literally never crossed my mind, and in hindsight, it's like, yeah, that's how you would do that, yeah. Or just continue evolving the Fusion suit. Yeah, I will say I'm definitely not going to spoil anything because I know that feel because I've had a few things spoiled for me inadvertently. It's like, I wish you didn't say that. but also it's like, well, it's hard to figure out what people are okay with hearing and what they don't want to hear, because like for some people it's only story spoilers they don't want to hear. It's like Arlo was talking about, but there's some people who are like, I don't want to know anything, and I was one of those I don't want to know anything peoples. So whenever I heard like, oh, this power up's returning, it's like, oh, and I almost feel like I just spoiled something for someone who maybe didn't know. Oh, there's going to be returning power ups, which I guess is something like, well, yeah. So I guess as long as I don't say what power ups are returning, it doesn't matter. But
What do you mean the monkey ball mindset? I'm curious.
whoa, Mario! Oh, I jumped off the rafters. I got too jumpy. Just big old. I've got a big old jumpy ghost face. But yeah, really the things I had spoiled for me, I think were mostly things of like, yeah, this is returning, or anything else that's like, yeah, you should have known this was gonna be a thing. So I can't really get mad at what I had spoiled for me.
I try to be careful with what I say about like plot, if anything in upcoming games or whatever. Even if the game's older, I still try to be careful.
Yeah, I do too. Like when I was ranting about the thing I was angry about in Prime, I even like spoilered the place and the name of the enemy that was making me mad, because it's like, well, maybe someone hasn't played Prime yet. They don't know that this is a thing. I fell after.
I think my opinion on the matter comes from like.
Oh, I didn't beat him.
It's yeah. I don't want to be the. I don't want. Mara, did you just fall? Are you serious?
It's definitely easy to avoid being a jerk about spoilers, that's for sure. Like I remember the guy Arlo mentioned in one of his videos that spoiled Snake in Smash for him. It's like, come on, why would you do that? Like for anyone who doesn't know, there was when Smash was coming out, Arlo did not want to know what the new fighters were. So like when they revealed that Snake was in Smash, he didn't know about it. And then there was one guy who came up to him and was like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about like the the new Smash reveals." It's like Arlo said, "Well, I'm trying to stay away from it, so please, can't talk about it." And then the guy stopped him and was like, "But, dude, Snake in Smash." It's like, why would you do that to someone? So yeah, it's easy to avoid being that guy.
Oh, the digital version got early. That's an interesting business.
It makes sense. You don't got to rely on a retailer putting it up on shelves. It's like, yeah, you can put that up basically whenever you want. Okay, where's he at now? Over there. Man, I forget there's a helicopter on the helipad in this level.
Yeah, I think it shows up after Google Blooper. I can't believe I fell off the place here.
Shadow Mario? Are you... I can't hurt him from a distance. Okay. Keep shotgunning him. Stop falling off the rafters.
Well, let my go. No. Go back. Go back to the world we're just in, silly.
Yep, been there. There. Take that, Shadow Mario. So that's 3 levels beat, I think. Three worlds. Yeah. In a way, it's not just a hover nozzle, but also like a up nozzle, kind of, a little bit. Like, you think of it having verticality, but yeah, it does have or no, that's, I'm doing the opposite. It's horizontal. It goes horizontally, but it has verticality. Man, where do I go now? Guess we'll go to Pina Park. Pina Colada Park. Never had one myself. Never. I actually can't say I've never drank before, but like technically the only drink I've ever had was like as I was when I was a kid, and your parents offer you like a tiny sip of something. It's like that's the extent I've ever drank. Honestly, I'm afraid to know what I'm like when I'm drunk. I mostly just I don't want to become the kind of drunk that starts spilling secrets. It's like I value my secrets. But at the same time, it's like if anyone ever were to ask me about one of my secrets, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll tell you about it. But it's like you gotta know what the secret is before you go into it. You can't just be like, hey, tell me your secrets. It's like, I'm not gonna tell you. And then there's some things. Go ahead. Yeah. Then and then I obviously have some things I do not keep secret about me, like my love for clowns. It's like some things I just want to tell the world about. But it's like, hey, have you ever stopped to think about how great a clown girlfriend or boyfriend would be? There's the stereotype is that clowns aren't attractive, but like anyone can put on clown makeup and be funny. Well, maybe not be funny because funny as a talent, but you know what I mean. Like I could be a clown if I wanted to. It doesn't have anything to do with what my face looks like right now. The point of the makeup is to make you look funny. You don't start off looking funny. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been afraid of clowns. Yeah. Now he's married to one. That would be quite the story. Although that just makes me think of my how I feel about Ibuki. I start off thinking, man, would this girl please shut up and stop saying weird things? And now I'm like the total opposite. Yeah, it was like because I was streaming the games and I was excited. I had bought 2 and 3 at the same time, and I was excited to get to 3. So I was like, I started that as soon as I could, but I forgot to download it that night of streaming it. So since I had already went live, I was like, well, let's do the side mode in Danganronpa 2. And I just can't like I was intrigued by Ibuki, so I've always talked to her, and that's what I did in the side mode. And then I realized like, oh wait, she's like the one character in this game who you can take anywhere in that game in that side mode. You can take her anywhere for a date, and you will always gain affection. There's always an option to gain affection. It's like wow, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed that the kind of person that you can have fun with anywhere. Oh yeah, you got that glitch again. Come on, Mecha Bowser. Yeah,
The interesting thing about Ely Mouth is that he won't go back down unless you extract one of his teeth.
I remember that was another one of the yeah, because the levels before it, the like I just said, the canon one with the Monty Mole, that was something my siblings couldn't beat. So like the Ely Mouth was like, yeah, that was something I specifically got to. Was like, man, I feel a little proud about beating this level myself. It's like the first time I beat Ocarina of Time myself, except I think my sister did the child parts for me, so I technically didn't beat the whole game myself. But I beat the harder parts, so it's like, yeah, technically I got credit.
On Ely Mouth, controlling yourself in the water is such a pain.
Yeah. When Flood does its little like in the cutscene when it kind of like jerks up after Egad's mentioned, you can see through its neck.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a part where they just didn't render polygons and kind of it shows the seam and you can see through it.
Interesting. Come on, Ely, open up.
If I could like frame by frame the footage, like maybe I'll screen grab it from YouTube or something. I'll show you what I saw. Post that in Discord.
I might go back and watch your VOD. So.
You can see how terribly I did.
No, just a lot of interesting happenings happened.
And all I can think about is like getting stuck on the red coins in Gelato Beach and dying in the lighthouse like 8 times. It's like, yeah, interesting.
What happened? There were some weird occurrences I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But
Yeah, I have honestly I have enough confidence in myself to know that I have my moments. But like when you say like, yeah, it's just some interesting things, I just think of like, did I? I'm gonna go back into the cannon. Get Mario back in the cannon. Mario, it's not slide time. Go.
I actually got swallowed by Ely Mouth. Jesus Christ, I have not seen that happen in a long time.
Especially once you learn about the teeth, right? Like he doesn't go back down. Excuse me.
Yeah, he did the spinning attack and like I actually got caught in that. Really, like he sucks you in.
Man, I hate getting stuck in predictable attacks. Like when you see it coming a mile away and you still get hit by it.
Well, that was me playing Punch Out too.
Yeah, that's me in like any game. Like the big rock guy in Metroid Prime. It's like when he would start rolling, you're like, okay, time to roll into a corner and morph ball, and then I get hit. It's like, you're right, yeah, avoid rolling.
Well, whatever glitch happened before happened again, because I ended up having control during Ely Mouth's death animation.
It's so weird.
Maybe? I don't know, maybe it's a setting that I screwed up somewhere.
So I'm on the Pina cannon, the Monty Mole, and instead of asking what the skip is and then trying to perform it, I'm just gonna throw 3 bombs at him. It's much easier for me.
The skip is just doing a belly slide into the hole when you get too close to him, he ducks in, there's like a gap where you can get in.
Oh, so you just okay? Maybe that does sound easy. Well, I'll have to try that next time I play the game in like 10 years.
I did it on my VOD, if you want to watch that.
Well, I've seen you do it before, but I'm gonna do it.
Once you get the hang of it, it's mostly not bad, but sometimes I just struggle with it. It's the race to the finish. Are you at the ready? Then get set and go.
Did you see Proton John's Super Metroid Let's Play? Yeah, I when I saw it, it's like, oh, Super Metroid. Well, played through that game a bunch of times. I'll watch it anyway. It's like, no, it's a really good Let's Play. Like, He's showing off like speedrun tricks and stuff, sequence breaking. Wow, this is a really interesting. Like just the first episode, an hour long. It's like this is really fascinating. I'm looking forward to more. Especially because like I didn't realize, or I guess maybe I knew at one point and forgot that there's a way you can heal. Like you can consume your ammo to restore your energy. He showed that off in the demo reel. It's like that's I gotta know about that power, man. It reminds me of the healing ability Samus has in Other M, which honestly I think was a cool system. Very very nice risk and reward. I actually have. Which one's a crystal flash? Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about. And he also showed like you know how when you have a full charge beam and then you go to morph ball and drops bombs. Did you know that if you hold down from morphing into morph ball, they go higher? So, the way you do it is you do charge beam and then you press down to go to morph ball and it drops bombs. If you hold down when you morph, it'll charge up how far they'll go. I don't know why I let go of my controller and was hand gesturing. You can't see my hands. I'm wasting time. Yeah, those I knew about. And really, I wish Metroid would bring that back. Like, I don't like when games don't tell you about cool tricks, but it's cool when they have cool tricks. Like it, and it's definitely not stuff you need, but it's cool that it exists. And I wish there was like the shine spark, like there was some way the game would tell you about them that you have to find. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I wish it would tell you about other things. It's not supposed to go in an angle. Honestly, I actually have, thinking about Other M, there is a game idea I have that takes some inspiration from its gameplay to like have some similar risk reward systems with like restoring your energy by like making yourself stuck in place for a moment. And also charge attacks, but that's like beat 'em ups have charge attacks, so that's not a unique concept. But that's what I feel like Other M's gameplay kind of amounts to is like finding the right moment to utilize those abilities. Like if you can find a clear moment to point your cursor at the screen and fire off like a missile or super missile, it's fair game. Like it's not the best way to balance that, but it's what it does. It's what they were trying to accomplish. I I just remembered something about my name. So, a lot of people call me Blue, and that's fine. I like that. You can do Blue, you can do Coin, but because of that, because of being used to people calling me Blue, it's weird for me to play Fallout 4 with the voice acting because there's a follower in that game who will call you Blue because of the vault jumpsuit that vault dwellers wear. So it always throws me off when she says Blue. I'm like, how do you know my name? Bluke. I'm not sure I've heard.
I haven't called you Blueco yet, but I saw it.
I don't think I've heard Bluke or Blueco, but I've definitely heard Beaks because BK. The Burger King. Yep, I am the Burger King.
Are you? Do you like burgers?
I like burgers. Yeah, burgers are good. I think I prefer McDonald's to Burger King though.
I like Burger King's onion rings. That's why I would go to Burger King's for onion rings.
There was a point in my life when I was growing up where I didn't want to eat fast food because I thought it made me sick. But one of the few places I would eat at was Burger King. I don't really remember why that was, but honestly, it was probably just like, oh, well, this was the one place where I ate there and didn't get sick afterwards, so by that logic, this place doesn't make me sick. It's like kind of the same with Subway, which was like the other place I would always eat at.
Your Burger King here is outrageous. It was a house shame against them. Interesting. Is Canadian Burger King or like the Burger King that is near you in particular? Oh, I don't love you, son of a. You've been to one burger. Oh, gotcha. The interesting Canadian Burger King was better, but also not surprising.
Yeah, a lot of things are better in Canada. Except milk. I will not abide by milk in bags.
I think it makes sense to the Canadians.
I mean, yeah, I've heard the explanations for it. It's like, yeah, those are logical reasons. And I like logical reasons. But I don't like milk in bags. Granted, I've never served milk from a bag. But I prefer a jug. Arby's is definitely great for their curly fries. I don't think I've ever tried their sandwiches though, so I always get the chicken strips. But do you have pennies? Or is that also something that I've been misinformed of? I mean, I could be wrong. I was wrong about milk and bags.
Yeah, Canada doesn't have pennies anymore.
Which, ironically, makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
They stopped making sense. That's why it makes sense.
I hate the feeling everything in the States just costs 99 cents.
Yeah, I hate that too. I like round numbers. It's like, why can't I just pay you $10? Why has it got to be $9.99?
I get it, it's psychology. It's $9.99, therefore it's not $10.
Yeah, but I always round up, so to me, it's $10. It doesn't work on me.
It also does not work on me.
Wake up, wake up. Waking up the not Koopas. Let's go. It's better way to check up.
Is it Quebec while I use bagged milk? Does that mean like France bags their milk, or is that just Quebec?
That Koopa was in a tree. He tried to slam me, and I was under the tree, and he landed in the tree. Get out of here, Pokey. It's McDonald's flowers. They're loving it. Move slower, Pokey. I don't care about you.
That's true. Do non-Quebec bot just make fun of the Quebec bot all the time? Is it like I've heard about this, but I don't know if it's true.
Come on, wake up. Slam. Do the stuff.
As an American, can I join? I would like to go with Quebec.
I just remembered how one of the stories I have is about like superheroes, and one of them, well, superheroes and supervillains, and one of them is a villain from like this kingdom that's like still kind of medieval. And the place I decided, just randomly decided, would be a good place for it to be is in Canada, like the north of Canada, where there's like a tundra. So yeah, just slap it down in Canada. It's like the villain protagonist of the story comes from Canada.
Folder, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't bully the crap. What the hell was that?
Stop hitting me. Just do the slam. Stop looking at me and do the slam. Enough with the contact damage. I don't even wear contacts.
What did Twitch do? Did they do that stupid thing where you're not watching on Twitch, dumbass?
25 shines, jeez.
I hate that so much. Twitch is making a lot of decisions that just do not sit right with me.
Anti-consumer.
No, like the boost thing is like they're only do it bothers me that Twitch is so against viewbotting and follow botting only because they couldn't monetize it. So they figured out a way to monetize it. Now it's okay. And honestly, it's not even gonna work. Like you'll someone will pay like $3 to get like a stream boosted, and like either everybody's gonna ignore it because it's not somebody that they follow normally, or like I don't know,
Or they'll boost themselves.
or no, you can't boost yourself.
Or I meant like they would be the one to boost the stream.
Or like people who will show up are gonna be the types of people that are just gonna cause trouble. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, that's a good thing to worry about. Where'd he go? Shadow Mario was so good at giving me the slip tonight, man. He's holding an egg. How'd he get away? I can't hear anymore.
Oh right. Wait, are you not playing with Oni?
Well, not the game. I mean, obviously I can hear you. I'm responding to you. I don't know why I felt the need to clarify. I do that sometimes. I over clarify, but I like making sure everyone's on the same page. Because sometimes I'm not on the same page, and I don't like not being on the same page.
People that I'm not. If it works, it works. I'm not going to say that it's a terrible idea. I just don't agree with it, given what other things Twitch needs to be doing. Finally allowing us to ban email addresses was a good start, though.
Did they not like? Is it not made where you have to register your email before you can like use your Twitch account?
It's not required. It's up to the streamer now to decide whether or not that's allowed in their chat.
Because like you would think one easy way to combat Twitch badness would be to require people to log in to be able to chat, and to only allow one account per email. Like, isn't that what every other website does? Oh, hey, there just so happened to be some bananas over here that I guess I squirted out of the tree or something. Yoshi wants bananas.
I appreciate it, but also like I don't think it's going to work. That's all. Oh my god, what the hell?
Oh, well, bye, Yoshi. Hope he enjoyed his 10 seconds of life.
I'm attempting, Wolf. I'm attempting.
Keep attempting. As long as it goes bad, it's good for me.
I thought it would work.
I would like to lose by several minutes, not an hour. That's fine. I don't care about losing. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose, so it's like I don't care.
It feels like a waste of money. I think there's other better ways to spend your money. He says don't hold back, so you do hold back. That's the clue. As Tim would say.
Now that I think about it, the roller coaster balloons, I think that's another shine that I got myself and that none of my siblings have gotten. Oh man, it's the runaway Ferris. I didn't even realize I'm on a runaway Ferris wheel. This was one I loved as a kid for some reason.
I thought it would work, Bolter. I clearly cannot read angles right now.
No, keep trying. Still, just keep trying. You can do it.
The alternative is either try to do it fast and die, or slow down and win. Either way.
Just keep doing it fast. I'm sure you can get it. You'll get it eventually. It's funny. I told you I was gonna try to trash talk and I haven't even bothered to try. And instead, I'm just like being intentionally encouraging something that could possibly give me a lead, which I don't think qualifies as trash talk.
Like that reverse psychology.
Not even reverse psychology. I legitimately want you to keep trying. It's double reverse psychology.
Oh my god. I think this is the most I struggled with Chester in a while.
Uh-oh. I didn't clear the coop, the electric coop was off the climb. There's one chasing me. He's gonna get me! No, we're fine.
God, I'm still so sad that Super Mario Massacre is no longer on YouTube because Machinima's channel got taken down.
Yeah, it's kind of the like double-edged sword of the internet, I guess. Like, excuse me, it you know, helps broadcast things, but also they could potentially be taken down forever, and then you never have it again.
I think it also kind of to me speaks to like the perceived staying power that Machinima had wasn't really worth anything
Well, no, don't fall.
at the time that LP Machinima was like so huge. Like eventually nobody was talking about it. All right, sir. Is this the mayor? No, that's not the mayor.
I'm stuck. I can't move. Oh, there we go. I think what I did was, you know, the gates that move when you squirt them. I was holding on to two of them, and I moved one of them. So Mario was like, "I can't move. I'm not on the platform."
I'll be honest with you. I completely just flew through the Ferris wheel.
It's fine, and I just now remembered there's a fast way, so that's on me. But also, I did want to do this way because I like this way. Sploosh.
Please. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus.
Now I ride a Ferris wheel. Man, Ferris wheels are just so indicative of my inability to ride rides. I wouldn't even go on a Ferris wheel this big. I can't do roller coasters. I can't do Ferris wheels. I won't even do the teacups.
I haven't done the teacups in very long.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't.
I like Ferris wheels. I haven't been on a roller coaster since I was a junior in high school.
It's like my thing is like I don't like heights, so I don't want to be in a Ferris wheel. I don't like the speed of a roller coaster, so I don't want to go on a roller coaster. And I don't want to vomit, so I don't want to be in the spinner. Because if I vomit, then someone's got to clean it up, and I'm gonna feel bad about someone having to clean it up. I'm probably gonna make a mess of myself. It's just gonna be a bad time.
Holder, what did you make? I'm curious.
Yoshi go round secret.
In the sticks and level.
Yep. Man, we're going to the park twice in a row. Can't believe it. I had a train of thought and I lost it. It's like something else I wanted to Ooh, yeah, that does sound good. Farmer sausage. What exactly is farmer sausage? Like, obviously a variant of sausage, but like ground sausage, like sausage links. What's the flavor?
If you're gonna crack down, if Twitch is going to crack down on multi-Twitch, which I completely forgot to get, it should have the decency to at least offer squad streaming to more people.
Yeah.
But it won't.
Wait, where's Yoshi again? I completely forgot.
Where is that last one?
Where is that fourth dang Yoshi?
Where is that dang fourth chaos element?
Oh, he wants pineapples. Give him the wrong fruit. I thought he always wants the one that's coming from the nose of the big tree.
Nah, he wants a variety. At least they're all relatively easy to get. The worst is coconut.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got to eat the one from the nose so the Yoshi is the right color.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can use the pineapple. It's orange. It also counts.
Yeah, I didn't remember what the correct color was, so I just had to eat the one under the nose just to be sure, just so I knows which one it is. I just had to know which one it is because my nose can't smell. Where's the spot? There we go. You know, it's going back to the thing about rides. Even like merry-go-rounds can get too fast for me sometimes. I'm like, okay, maybe I kind of regret my decision a little bit about how fast it's going. And but that also kind of goes back to I don't want to throw up. I don't want the Ferris wheel to go so fast or the merry-go-round to spin so quickly that it makes me dizzy and I throw up, and someone has to clean it up.
Man, Folder, the process of cold smoking something is like so fascinating. Like I can't wrap my head around it.
Oh, I game overed. Oh. Oh, that does sound good. I have to see if I could get some farmer sausage like next time we go grocery shopping. That'd be cool. Then again, I because Bolter mentioned the other night he mentioned salted caramel Oreos. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get some of those. None of the grocery stores we checked had them. And then honestly, my first thought was maybe they're a Canadian thing.
Canadians are weird.
Oh yeah, okay. What was the line again?
Canadians are weird.
Oh yeah, I love Ed and Eddie. That's like that's that's one show I can put on and have like put on any episodes. Like puts me in a better mood. I just love slapstick. Apparently, slapstick at cartoon physics. Oh man, you're on Corona already. And less of a matter of man, I'm losing, and more of like, oh, it's almost over.
More of a what?
More of oh, it's almost over.
I feel that.
I'm gonna have to race something else at some time.
I might stick around and do some like some of the stars that I didn't do.
We're gonna wait for me to catch up.
Not necessarily, but just because you mentioned roller coaster balloons, and like, yeah, I kind of want to do that.
Why did I throw the pineapple? It's bouncing everywhere. Why did I do this to myself?
Right, let's go boating.
I'm
So the key to boating is driving from the back, is propelling it from the back.
I'm still thinking about rides, and it's like I do kind of want to get into roller coasters a little bit more. Like a few years ago, we went to Disney, and I went on the Seven Dwarfs ride. That was fun.
Oh, the roller coaster like through the lines.
Yeah. And we went to, while we were in Florida, we also went to Legoland, and I went on some of the roller coasters there. We went on one roller coaster that I learned the type is called a mouser. That's interesting. It was not a mouse in Legoland. It was a car, I think. It was based on their Technics series, I think. Man, I was too old to drive those cars when we went there. So disappointing. And when we went, it was like the wind was picking up, so one of the like the last coaster we wanted to go on was closed because of the wind. It's like, ah. But then as we were leaving, we heard it opened back up. It's like, you want to turn around and go on? It's like, we're already leaving. We're already like halfway to the car, and it doesn't matter. Let's go home. "Quote unquote" home.
Bowser shook the hot tub so I would miss the rocket with my rocket jump. Never seen him be smart like that before.
You should do that more often. Just to make that boss fight a little more interesting, really.
The last time I did a sunshine race, I somehow the goo bounced me up and I landed in Princess Peach's raft.
Oh, hi. Time to save you. Oh no, I fell here. Not here. Not here. Saved it. Pretty sure I can spin jump to the shine, but well, I can't. But Mario. Okay, you can't grab that ledge because it's moving. Stop trying to grab that ledge. It's moving. Dang. So, how long did it take?
I don't know.
Oh, like, I see. It's like we're at like almost 3 hours.
We're at 2:44. I'm gonna assume I took like 5 minutes to promote.
Yeah.
So.
Nope. Ow.
Good lord, Colton. Is it a good root beer? A beer?
See, this is why I was accepting that I would not win, because I don't even think I'm probably like halfway at best. You already beat the game.
I'm just happy to be here.
Me too. Dang it! Get to. Maybe I should spin jump to the shine. Jeez.
Like the Yoshidora secret.
Yes. The corner block that goes up and down. I just can't get the timing. Oh, and I'm falling and dying. Okay, I didn't die. Yeah, I don't know how else to ask this, so forgive me if I'm like imposing with this question, but would it be possible for me to co-com more often? Because like I know you need like a specific role to go into that like the co-commentary. No, I don't.
I thought you did.
Nope. Well, thank you. That role is definitely a privilege. I made it onto the block and then I screwed up the jump after the block. Do you have any like rules of when like someone can pop in? Oh, well, now I'm definitely done.
If I'm in the voice channel, feel free.
Okay. I can't say I know I'll pop in a lot because I think a lot of time well, especially now when you go live, I'll have finished my own stream and not feel like talking. So, but again, it's a privilege to have that ability. So thank you. I'll also have to remember to highlight this stream on my channel so it doesn't get auto purged. Man, the Yoshi Goes Around Secret is another level that I booted up one day when I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna play Sunshine. It can't be as hard as I remember. And then I boot it up. I get to the part with the Yoshi egg platforms spinning around, and I fall and die, and I'm like, I don't want to keep trying. Honestly, I give up too easily sometimes. But hey, when it's a difficult video game, there's no such thing as giving up too easily. If you're not having a fun time, you can just give up, go home.
Happy 22 months. Thank you, Aiden. I appreciate it. Didn't want to interrupt all Bowser and Bowser Jr. having to talk. Oh. Jesus Christ. I didn't want to. I don't want to think about that. That's. It's amazing to me that you only technically need 50 shine sprites to be beam. I guess you can even less if you do Gelato Beach skip. But if you get every shine that's required to be beam without doing the skips, you'll end up with an even 50, and I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Might have been intentional. I mean, Shadow Mario shows up every 7th level, so they had to be planning something.
It probably was that you needed a 50 to unlock Corona Mountain, because typically you would do the first mission. So thank you, Acres. Oh yeah. Roller coaster balloons.
It just now occurred to me that the linear nature of Sunshine was probably also part of its experimental nature. It's like, wow, I never connected those dots before.
Except they stuck with that one for a while.
Yeah.
Not that it's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, but I think some people would argue that, like, oh, now you want the papaya. That some people would argue that, like, the way Galaxy and Galaxy 2 handle it is better. And I definitely agree that, like, freedom can be great, but also, like, knowing what you're supposed to be doing is also pretty great sometimes as well also.
Don't worry, Blue. Paper Star's got your back. Paper Star will argue for the papaya. Oh, goodness.
Well,
I will argue that, now you want papaya. Not even no break in the sentence. I thought it was part of the sentence you were saying.
But yeah, I think there's something to be said about, like, yeah, sure, freedom is great, but also a tight experience is also pretty great. So sometimes, a game being linear was just a result of the design being tight. That's not necessarily the case with Sunshine, but because like chasing down Shadow Mario like 7 times, it's not exactly tight design. But like, I think there's definitely something to be said about an experience that is linear because it's just better that way. Because like that's the kind of experience they're aiming for, or whatever. It's weird how you can grab the ledges of these moving blocks, but not the one that goes up and down.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yes, I will argue for all the fruits and veggies and fall off the ledge. Well, I'd say I'd go home, but I'm already there, so just crawl into bed. I don't know. It's okay, I got 1 live left. I can do this. 1 live. Those are the kind of words that are preceded by either immediately dying or immediately doing amazing.
Yep. Always.
And I don't know which is... Well, I haven't died yet. Of course. Well, at least 0 lives is a thing. So, here we go! Let's see if we can do the awesome... This... I can't even finish the sentence.
Hey, we did it.
And thinking about what Ager said, like going out to the mailbox and coming back, makes me think of The Sims. Of like, you hit the go home button, but they're already home, so they just walk outside and then walk back in. I don't know that they actually do that, but that sounds like a thing that would happen in The Sims.
Yeah, I can see that. Want to see me go to that mountain back? Want to see me do it again? What a great show.
I think it's a little interesting that, like so much of us know a lot of like early SpongeBob and have those quotes ingrained in our minds, but then there's like SpongeBob is also known for having pretty bad seasonal rot. So it's like it's interesting that it's both one of the best cartoons ever. It's such a huge cultural touchstone that so many people know a lot of the quotes and quote it all the time. But then it also has a bad low.
I heard it's kind of like good again. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard too. It's good again. Although I think the reason for that was because Steven Hillenberg came back to it, and unfortunately he's no longer with us. So I don't know what that's. I don't know if the quality is still up. Man, that's a crazy getting shocked effect. Your colors invert. It's like, wow, I never thought about how extreme that effect is. And his colors don't invert when he gets shocked and dies. That's bananas. Yeah, I still haven't beaten the Yoshi round.
Oh, that's where you're getting shot. Okay.
I mean, I could really be doing whatever shine I want right now because I've already lost, but I want to beat this. I'll try one more time, one more game over. See, the thing you don't know about me, Sunshine, is that I'm stubborn. So I will keep at this until I get bored or frustrated. But sometimes the frustration fuels my stubbornness. It's like, I gotta beat it. I can beat it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like,
I know if I get stubborn too. Like I should be like taking a break or something while playing a game, but it's like, no, I can do this now.
so yeah, I'll do it next. I'll get it next time for sure. Yeah. If I take a break, then I won't remember the route. Oh boy, 3 a.m. That's honestly the quote I remember to try to remember which is late in the morning and which is the afternoon. But going back to being stubborn thing, I remember when I took an acting class, there was Mario. What are you doing? There was yeah, just doing. Um, there was an exercise we did where we were partnered up, and we both had to play a scene where we were both given just one line to say, and we just had to keep saying it differently until the other person decides to give up. And you don't really win it, but if you could win it, I won it. Because both times the other person was the one to give up. So it's like, yeah, that shows how stubborn I am.
I can be pretty stubborn too. Oh yeah, Mario stepped right on the juice, the fruit grinder.
I think my lines for I was partnered up twice. I think I forgot to mention that part. And I think my lines for the first time were I just wish I could believe you, and then the other one was like I want you to go with me. Or maybe that was the other person. I don't remember. It's funny the things that stick in your mind.
Yeah, for sure.
But then again, it's theater. Your lines are supposed to stick in your mind.
I've never taken a theater or an acting class. I thought about it though.
The thing I didn't realize about theater class, at least the one I took, was that you were, for most of the assignments, you were expected to write your own scenes. That was the part I struggled with. Well, I also wasn't a great actor, but not as poorly as I was a writer, I think. Like, I remember for the assignment where we were supposed to, like, talk on a phone, for whatever reason, I decided, like, my scene was going to be like, oh, I'll talk to my pregnant wife over the phone about how she just had the baby while I was at work. And I did not have the ability to write that. And I remember my teacher specifically mentioned how, like, she likes how I ask the very man question of, did it hurt? But in my mind, it was like, well, epidurals are a thing, so not everyone gets them. I don't know.
You also got an outline for a rock opera, which is the first who's going to actually give someone. The only song is "We're not going to fake it" with the lyrics swapped out to "We're not going to rake it, bake it, break it, etc." Send Doris trying to watch it. I would love to give that a try.
I beat the Yoshi go around, by the way. Yeah, we did it with the power of poor scene writing.
Proud of you.
I'd like to thank my pregnant wife. Well, I guess she's not pregnant anymore. I remember one I had a lot of time trying to, a lot of trouble trying to figure out what to write for. Was a scene where I was supposed to get hurt in the scene. I could not figure out a way, like I couldn't figure out like some kind of thing to do that would cause me to get hurt. I think in the end I went with polishing a sword and getting hurt on it because I have this like I tried to make replicas of the sword and shield from A Link to the Past. I think it's like the fighter sword and the fighter shield or something. Well, they weren't metal. They were one was a Halloween prop and one was made of cardboard, covered in duct tape. I'm a little proud of the shield, but the sword is just like, yeah, that's just a Halloween costume shop sword painted with the same colors of the hero's, the fighter's sword. It's like pretty obviously not the fighter's sword. Actually, my shield is unfortunately a little broken because the handle was coming loose. And actually, I have a little bit of a story about that too, because it was breaking when we went to a Best Buy demo event for Smash 4. We stood in line for like several hours, and by the time we got up there, my shield was dying. It actually broke while I was in the middle of the fight.
Oh. God, I miss those launch events for Smash 4. I went to those.
Yeah, I miss Nintendo doing demo events. Period. Like, they did it like twice for the Wii U, and it's like, you mean to tell me the Switch wasn't big enough big enough of a deal to do that with?
The way of the demo was dying.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because it's like now more than ever, I think games need demos. Like, sure, there are some games you can't really demo. Like, could you really do a demo of Breath of the Wild? Like, I mean, I guess they could give you the Great Plateau, but I don't know. Like, could they do a Metroid Dread demo? Or like, well, I know they did a demo for Wario Land or WarioWare, so I guess I can't use that as an example. Oh yeah. Well, then just make a clean demo. Don't put the data in there to mine. Where are you going, Shadow Mario? Oh, I thought that butterfly was Shadow Mario. It looked like he was like, you know, the animation of spinning Bowser in Super Mario 64. It was like that, but without Bowser. But it was just a butterfly. I think it's the 5th, whatever day that is. There we go, beat him. Nothing solid. Like at this point, I honestly feel like it's hard to expect who it's gonna be because it really could be anyone, and like I want to say it's gonna be someone that would make a lot, like end on a high note, make a lot of people happy with it. But I can't really think of who that would be. Oh, finally, that it's so long. They needed Mario this whole time. My best guess is like, at least from my perspective, the ones that would make the biggest audiences happy would be like Crash, or maybe more like, because this is one I know would be a huge audience, is Monster Hunter, because that's huge in Japan. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed about that too, especially because it's paid DLC for Rise. It's like, oh, I got enough games coming out in 2021 or 2022 that I want to buy. I also the question I think the real question is, would Nintendo do it the way we want them to? Would it be classic Paper Mario, or would it be modern Paper Mario with the origami arms and nothing else? Yeah, it's good, but it's tiptoeing in the direction we want it to go in, which is kind of sad. And then, of course, there've been some very perturbing and upsetting things coming from interviews about that game, about their different design philosophies for it. Like, for some reason, I want to say, like, since Amaterasu and Phoenix are in Marvel vs. Capcom, that they wouldn't make great options for Smash. But so is the Monster Hunter, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, yeah, he's also in Street Fighter. I don't know if you knew that. No. Technically speaking, I think he's the protagonist of Street Fighter 1, so he's the oldest Street Fighter character. But honestly, my biggest hope is the Monster Hunter. And I really would like to see the Monster Hunter be a thing, not just because, like, oh, I want Monster Hunter rep, but for one thing, they've got a Monster Hunter boss already in the game. And it's just, if they don't have the Monster Hunter as a fighter, it's just going to be Animal Crossing and Brawl all over again, where they have the content for it, but they don't have a fighter, which I don't. That approach does not make sense to me. I mean, I know there's like a lot of stuff that has representation in Smash, but not a fighter. But like, how many places have stages but no fighters? Aside from like the Hanebo or whatever it was, the like Electroplankton. But like, how would you make a fighter out of Electroplankton? Like, that's just a quirky stage. But like, the Monster Hunter totally would work. Like, I'm very adamant about that thought because they could easily do it like Byleth, where every different move is a different weapon. And that would be so perfect for Monster Hunter because it's all about finding your favorite weapon and utilizing the heck out of it. Although I guess there's some irony in using all the weapons as opposed to finding your favorite and sticking to it for the moveset, but it would absolutely either be like the most iconic weapons like the sword and shield or the great sword, or it would be just a celebration of all of the Monster Hunter weapons, which is the way I would really like them to do it, because I like fighters that are more than just, they got, when they forward smash, they do a big swing, and when they down smash, they hit the ground. Like, I like really quirky moves, like Min Min. She is just, I've always wanted Min Min. I always wanted an arms rep, and she is just perfectly executed. And I contrast her to like some people might hate me for this, but Terry Bogard. It's like, okay, he plays exactly like he does in his game, but he also plays like Ryu, where it's like, oh, if you do a quarter circle, he does a special moves. Like, it's not unique anymore. Yeah, he's got more special moves that you can do by not pressing just B in a direction. Like, you could do a quarter circle move. But like, I feel like he's not there because he has an interesting moveset, but he's there because he's historically important or whatever. Which is not something that I play Smash for. I don't want fighters in the game because I want them in the game. I want them in the game because they'd be fun to play as. Which at this point is starting to feel like a unique perspective in Smash. Like, it seems like so many people are like, man, I would kill to have this character in the game because I would love to see them in the game. As opposed to like, I would love to see them have a really unique and interesting moveset.
I tend to gravitate towards the more unique fighters, which is why I want Ani in Smash so much. I think she'd be really fun to play as. And have like completely unique experience.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind Amaterasu because she would be interesting. She could use all her paint moves and different weapons and stuff. Like, she's from a game where she has a lot of options, so she would as a Smash fighter, she would have a lot of options. She wouldn't be another anime sword fighter, which I know a lot of people were excited for Sephiroth and, historical importance, one of the most iconic JRPG villains. But it's like, yeah, he's got some unique traits, but to me, he's just, it's just another anime sword fighter. He might as well just be another Fire Emblem character that copies Marth's moveset. Which to me is really more vexing than how many fighters from Fire Emblem we've gotten recently. Like, I'm more annoyed that they're all like half of the Fire Emblem roster is Marth clones when they have so many other classes they could pull from that would be unique and interesting. I feel like I was talking in circles there. But yeah, I don't care if they're another anime sword fighter as long as they're unique and interesting. Technically, the Monster Hunter would be an anime sword fighter. I'm just running around Defino now. I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, I'm kind of just doing random shines that I wanted to do. But a lot of the episode 8 shines are boring anyways. It's like, what's the point? Like, yeah. Hey, go find the red coins.
Or the one where you go find red coins. Or you could find one of those secret ones that you have to revisit one of the secret levels to find. where you go get red coins.
Well, I can do the ground pound challenge.
But can you find?
That's right. All of these were supposed to release last year. I remember that.
But can you find all 8 red coins?
But can you spell the word right?
Yeah, thinking back to like Anchor said there, the COVID pushing a lot of things back. That's where I feel like a lot of people get a little too annoyed at the lack of Animal Crossing updates. It's like you gotta remember that a lot of that stuff was probably delayed, and a lot of the stuff was probably supposed to come much sooner. And
No, I'm willing to give Animal Crossing a break on that. There are some things that I wonder why they weren't in the game to begin with.
well, because of time.
The roost didn't seem that hard to put in. Like things like that. Or also, why is there only one Nook Shop upgrade?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to like being able to finish the thing. Like, you know, because COVID made things hard. So I'm definitely willing to give the game slack. And, you know, I don't hold anything against people who don't give it slack, but then I see a lot of people on Reddit who are like, this update only adds 2 items. This is the worst Animal Crossing game ever. It's like, do you not appreciate being able to terraform, make paths with a pathing tool, and all the other cool things that New Horizons did?
I think personally, my ideal Animal Crossing game would have been New Leaf, but with the terraforming.
And I think one day New Horizons will become that. I think some people are just like too quick to write off the game. Like it's funny that like I said, there were people who were like, "Oh, this update is just so tiny. It doesn't have anything. It might as well just not update the game at all." But then there was a point where we went like 8 months without any kind of update, and people were like, "Oh, they didn't even put out a tiny update. Game's dead." It's like, dude, like what?
I know. So I don't know how I feel about the holidays and how they decided to handle it.
And since they plan to keep updating the game for several years, I'm willing to assume that holidays are the way they are because they haven't, you know, they plan to next year add some additional stuff. Although
Was it 7 days of Bunny Day?
I don't remember.
That's a lot of Bunny Day. That's all I remember. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay. I forget how I was gonna phrase. I know what I want to say. I just forget how I was gonna phrase it. Um, I say what I said about holidays, but also I know that this year they're not up. I don't know what they're planning for a Halloween update. I guess we don't know yet. We'll find out soon. But from what I've been told, the update will not contain an update to add my favorite holiday furniture set, which is the spooky set. Or no, the creepy set, because they have the spooky set, but they don't have the creepy set yet, and they're not going to add it this year. So it's like, maybe next year.
Okay, so full disclosure, I do not own the new Animal Crossing game. I just never got around to getting it because of money and stuff. But like, did they ever add like more? Are there a lot of furniture series, or is it mostly like DIY stuff?
See, I'm not sure because I hear people complain that there's not enough furniture in the game, but I also don't have all the furniture in the game, so I don't know. I'm not a catalog completionist. I don't Yeah, I don't go to other people's islands just to get the furniture that they have in their shop today. Like, I get whatever's in my shop, and if it doesn't appear in my shop, I'm just like, whatever.
So, Agers, is there a similar amount compared to New Leaf, or is there significantly less?
To my understanding, there is definitely less. But I have definitely seen people make some really nice houses with the furniture we have. So I think it's more of a matter of completionists being mad than people who make houses being mad. but again, I say that, and it's like I still haven't really found a furniture series that I feel is like, yes, this is what I want to decorate my entire house with. I still mostly just have like basic stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense, Agrid, because of how much people are staying home, like that.
For me, see, this is the first New Horizons is the first Animal Crossing I've ever gotten museum completion in, aside from art. I'm not bothering with art, but this was the first time I've ever finished all the catching all the bugs and fish. And I think it was mostly due to not only the game looking great and me just wanting to walk around in the custom town I've made, but also like actually I don't know how I was going to continue that sentence. But yeah, this was the first Animal Crossing I've ever gotten all the the critters in. So I don't know if anyone can really have much ground to say like, oh, I completed like there's not enough fish to catch or anything like that. Not that I think you're saying that, Eggers. Just going to be clear there. And I can agree that the dialogue does get repetitive, but you know what other games have repetitive dialogue? The older Animal Crossings. Like the first time I heard a villager say like, "Good afternoon." Oh wait, it's evening. Let me try it again. Good evening. It's like, oh yeah, that was a really charming and quirky line. I like that. And then I heard it like from 8 other villagers. So like I don't really understand the complaints about dialogue all that much. Honestly, I feel like it was like at first, you get a lot of villagers saying like, "Oh, I thought I smelled my father's risotto or whatever," and then those people got you know, the correct impression that the game repeats the dialogue a lot, but then they updated it and added more dialogue, and then those people never played again, and they keep saying like, "Oh, there's not enough dialogue."
I think I would like to learn more about the game before I make any real opinions on it. I'll let learn on the things I've heard.
That's a good point, Agers. That it ties into stuff like daily gifts. That's something I don't do, so I guess that's a place I don't know. But yeah, I definitely recognize that the dialogue is repetitive, but I don't play Animal Crossing expecting the dialogue to be unique every time. So I don't fully like the weird thing about Animal Crossing to me is that I know these are just digital beings that are scripted to do certain things randomly and say certain things randomly, and they only have a certain pool of dialogue, but Animal Crossing has a way of getting past that and just feeling like there's an actual friend in there somehow. And I feel like New Horizons, I I know one complaint is that the villagers are they don't have mean villagers anymore. Mean villagers aren't really mean anymore. But for me, it's really comfortable that whenever you get into the game and you talk to someone that's just like, "Hey, I'm really glad to see you. I hope you're having a great day." Because sometimes like you just need to hear that, you know? Like there was one time
People who want the mean mode can go play the original Animal Crossing.
yeah. I mean, I get the complaint of like, well, it's less about them being funny because they're mean and more building trust with them. And I can agree with that. But again, it's also like, it's just great to be able to turn on the game and have all my villagers be happy to see me. Like, there was one time, like back in, like earlier in the year, I think it was February specifically, where I just had like a really big depressive episode. I just didn't feel like doing anything but walking around my town in Animal Crossing. And just talking to my villagers helped because of them being like, "Hey, I'm really glad to see you." I'm, being very friendly and stuff like that. I can't even remember like the specifics of what they said that really felt like I needed to hear it.
I feel there was more variety between the characters. Like I have a bunch of lazy characters all throwing off about the bugs in the floor. I also one thing that I haven't really wrapped my head around for is how I feel about being able to like basically choose your villagers.
I
And I guess like I like rolling for against
Well, it depends. How exactly, like what exactly is the thing you want to avoid? Because like technically you can't choose who is in your village, because it's still random who you meet and who, like, there's still random, like, I don't know if you know about how, like, you can go out on islands and meet villagers there and ask them to come home if you have an empty plot. But there's still also the random aspect of, like, if you have an empty plot, someone will just be like, oh, the moving in this guy. And like you do get to choose where the plots go, so you also don't have the random aspect of like, oh, there's someone moving into this spot. But like it's the villagers you're given is still kind of random, and you can choose to say no to them if you don't want them. But if you want to just roll with the punches and have everything be random and you don't want to pick things, you could just say yes to the first villager you find. Yeah, I think that is also the thing. Is just like it's Animal Crossing, but in modern times. Yeah, I've never done it. Well, okay, I've used the pointer keyboard. And honestly, I do wonder how many people out of the people who are dissatisfied with the game are dissatisfied just because they've grown out of Animal Crossing and a new game isn't going to change anything for them. They'll always only appreciate the ones they're nostalgic for. Like, it's very easy to uh, just say like, oh, you're just nostalgia blind, but like sometimes I think that's probably the case. That that is kind of ironic, I think, is that people are complaining about it being too easy to get stuff when I always felt like Animal Crossing was too grindy. At least when you're like you're not going online and selling turnips all over the place, trading with people or whatever. Like when the only way you make money is catching bugs, it feels really tedious. And granted, that's the wrong way to play Animal Crossing, is playing it with the mindset of I'm gonna make a lot of money. Because if you don't want to grind and you grind, then that's not the Animal Crossing way. Yeah. I definitely understand wanting to have stuff to work towards, but I appreciate that New Horizons doesn't make things as grindy to unlock. But also at the same time, they have the crafting element that they can use to make, still make you work towards something, but have it be work that makes more sense than just like, oh, you need a bazillion bells to unlock this. It's like, I don't want to grind to unlock that. I'm still running around Delfino. Okay. Yeah, def- definitely want to race something again. I wonder if we could find it. I don't. Well, my first thought is like Super Metroid. I don't know how good at Super Metroid you are, so I don't know who would have an advantage there. I'm able to beat it. That's the extent of my ability. So I don't know if you want to race that, and if not, then I can't think of anything like we would definitely be on even footing with. I also don't know what games we've played in common that you could actually like make a race out of. Could Do you know how long it takes to get like from the beginning of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door to get to Hooktail? Because like maybe one day we could race like getting to Hooktail. Like I don't know how raceable an RPG is, but you know, smash through all the dialogue. I'm sure it'll take one. Yeah, that's a fair comparison. Yeah. I think I would do the same. Yeah, I think I can also hear it, but at the same time, it's like I don't feel that way. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Makes me think of like Space Invaders when they're closing in on you. I haven't played Space Invaders. Period. Oop, I just landed on the Dorians. They smell like farts, so they deserve it. I've never had any. I just know they smell like farts. That's all I know. Okay, there's three things I know about Dorians. They smell terrible. Mario kicks them when you play Super Mario Sunshine, and Durian sounds like Dorian, which is also a name and a music element. Something that I don't quite remember because I'm not good at remembering things. Which does make me really sad because it's like, oh yeah, I want to learn to compose music. All right, here's scales. I already forgot them. I'm sure you can understand how much it hurts me not being able to like learn to compose. It's like I want to be like my wife. No, she had the baby. It's funny. I wrote that scene with a different waifu in mind, who is actually still a top waifu. It's like a, that's how I feel with Ibuki. Like, that's the thing that intrigued me so much about Ibuki is she's a character type I don't like, but she was entertaining. Yeah.
That's tough.
I relate to her like how throughout the whole game you don't see the side, you see it like the very end where she breaks down and cries.
It's spicier than perhaps it's spicier than her glaring at you with the
What?
You go to the gas station, Princess is just there glaring at you.
I'm just thinking of like bad gas related pickup lines. It's like, oh, you're getting gas? Yeah, I got gas too, if you know what I mean. It's like that doesn't work.
Like you like go to a restaurant and you're like, so you like to eat, huh?
Gotta love just inadvertently saying something that's like, well, yeah, duh.
I feel like what I said would be like vaguely offensive if I said it to somebody.
Well, the thing is, though, everyone likes to eat. You need to live.
Well, some people don't. Just because you have to doesn't mean everybody likes it. I've met people who don't like to eat.
Okay, I guess that's fair. But it's like saying, oh, you like to breathe, huh? It's like there are people who like to be choked.
Breathing is inefficient.
Oh, wait, I got the turbo nozzle. I should try to fall through the ground.
Fly into that corner like Emil did.
Yeah. I remember where he did it too. It was in the plot. It was in the bazaar, the market.
Where I want to go straight.
So I was like,
Maybe I'll watch that again.
oh, there we go. Yep. So when you watch the VOD, you can watch me skillfully fall through the ground. Second try.
Alright, but I think with that, I'm gonna call it.
All right. And you did say you got a thing at 11, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, almost forgot. That would have been bad. But thank you. Thank you so much for racing with me.
Well, thank you.
No problem. Anytime you want to race, let me know.
All right.
I'm very open to collaborations. I'm trying to be even better about it.
I would like to be better about it too.
Collaborating is just doing stuff together is so much fun. Anyway, you got anything you got to promote? Do you want to promote to my peoples here?
I do YouTube. You know, YouTube/Bluecoin. I do Twitch, which you already know. That's it. I don't post my art online yet, so I can't exactly promote that right now. So that's it.
Any current stream projects you got going on?
I'm playing Batman, Arkham Knight.
Nice.
So we're doing that all October.
Awesome. And yeah, you know me, I'm right, presumably TwilightKing432 here, variety streamer, all that stuff. Streaming Graves Journey and various side projects. So that's fun.
Oh yeah, I guess I should mention my YouTube currently doing Luigi's Mansion 3 playthrough.
Awesome. Avis, what? That's your best pickup line? I remember once my best pickup line was like, "Are you a mirror? Because holy shit, you're gorgeous."
What?
It's so stupid. It's very much not good. But anyway, yep. I think I'm gonna call it here. So everybody, thanks for coming out. Blue, thank you again for this. This was a ton of fun. And I will catch you all on Flip. And we'll try and figure out that PTYD race. I think that'd be fun, getting to Hooktail, or even doing it in parts and doing the whole game.
Oh yeah, that's a. Well, I don't know if I would do the whole game, but yeah, definitely like we could do like a part 1 of race up to Hooktail if we have to.
It would be interesting if like we scored it, so like who can get to the end of each chapter first.
Oh yeah, like a versus.
Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Anyway, I'll be in touch about that. You have a great night, and talk to you later. And same to you, chat. I guess we could rate somebody. How do you end a race? Just by rating. We could rate Tim, I guess. I think Tim's live right now.
Okay, I'm gonna end my stream, so I'll mute myself on your end for just a sec here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you Monday for more Batman. Bye. No, that's the wrong one. This one, because it's appropriate. Also, we're not coming back to Sunshine. It's not right now. Bye.